That was a clue for you. Another great signing.
Of course.
Bowen. He come from Hull City.
Of course he did.
All the fantastic players who play for Hull. Who did I play for? Hull City.
I love that. I love the. Do you know the way he strikes the ball? He's hardly any backlift. But he is. He's deadly.
I can see Robertson going Celtic, though, can you?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Obviously, Tierney's still there as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Tierney's had a great.
Football fans all have stadiums we love, but do any of us have a pitch that we love? It might sound like an odd question, but pitches can be different sizes with big consequences. Why is that? And what are the actual rules? Back when association football started, pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road, not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs had been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest Pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2-metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park. And don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards, so do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows, but as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
Good morning all, it is the world's biggest sports radio station. It's talkSPORT. My name is Max Rushden. Matt writes, big boots to fill today, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Can Charlie do it on a grey Sunday morning in talkSPORT Towers? Yes, Charlie Baker in for Barry Glendenning today. I would say this, Charlie. Obviously, Barry sat in for you last week.
Oh yeah, on Saturday, yeah.
I think it's easier to sit in for Barry than it is to sit in for you. I think doing the Saturday warm-up, coming into the Saturday warm-up and coming in with the go-get-its is actually the hardest cover shift in broadcasting.
I think that's complacency.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that would show complacency on my part that I've not thought about what Barry actually brings to the Sunday warm-up, which is a lot.
Well, no one knows. No one knows.
Which
It's
is a
been
lot.
15 years.
You know,
absolutely no idea.
he'll come in sometimes and you'll think, are you ever going to speak? And then sometimes he'll come in with like 5 killer lines, 5 thoughts you'd never thought about sport in your life, a cycling fact, and tell you about the hurling final or something. You know, and I've got none of those things.
No.
All I've got written down is 6 shots is a dangerous lead, as we do know.
Yeah.
You know, going in at the Masters.
Now, look, you're here because Barry is off, but Barry is doing a half marathon, raising money for Great Ormond Street Hospital.
Well done, Barry. Well done, Barry.
This came about because on the podcast we do, the Guardian Football Weekly, someone was running a half marathon, and Barry flippantly at the end said, I mean, how hard is that? And I said, okay, would you do one? And he went, yeah, I would do one. And then somebody who just started working at Great Ormond Street, a listener, said, would Barry run it for the kids? So I surprised him and I said, would you run it for the kids?
Yeah.
And I basically, I coerced him into doing this.
Well done. Well done.
Now, I'm simultaneously astonished that he is doing it because he is a sedentary man, right? I don't think he'd run for 20 years.
Barry's one of life's great pint men.
He is a pintsman.
He just wants to go to the pub. He doesn't want to speak to anybody, particularly. He wants to go and enjoy sitting with 2 or 3 pints, maybe 4 or 5 on a Saturday, and just stand there, not particularly do anything, not do a quiz, not do karaoke in the pub, not have a massive chat. Just wants to stand, have a couple of pints, do his work, and go home.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That is the life he likes, and that's fine.
I
That's
had
nice.
this idea. I would say this about Barry, that if he went on Bear Grylls the Island, you know, we have to, you know, he'd be there in his anorak, and Bear Grylls would drop him off on the beach, and he'd be there with all the other celebrities, and they'd all be like, you know, getting sandflies and building flat raised beds and getting water, and he'd just sit in that spot for 6 weeks, and Bear Grylls would arrive in the boat and say, how was it? He'd be like, grand.
I'm okay. I'm okay here. Just absolutely fine.
Yeah, but I
like a boiler on a pilot light.
Yeah, look, I think I should. I'd never be sincere to Barry, right? But he's not here, so it's okay. He's currently running a half marathon, so I'd be very surprised if he's listening to us. But maybe he is. And I say, look, I feel very lucky. I work with you. I work with Barry. I work with David O'Doherty. They're my sort of 3 co-hosts that I have. All wonderful people, very different, but I love you all. And I am so proud. Like, it sounds patronizing, but like for someone who hadn't run for 20 years and gave up the fags like 3 years ago, the fact that he is running 13 miles is astonishing, right? And he, as the generosity of the pod listeners and of talkSPORT listeners, so far has raised £67,543. Like, that is unbelievable.
Go on, Baz.
Unbelievable.
That is a crazy amount of money. When you go, all right, if you want to do the marathon or the London Marathon, right, you've got to raise £4,000, and you're like, oh God, do I have to raise? Oh God, who am I going to get £4,000 off? And he's got £67,000.
£67,000. So look, we say this today, Charlie. Normally this show is free.
Normally free,
right?
Free at point of listen. And at all points.
It's not free today.
No, it's not free today.
If you are listening, if Barry has entertained you even a tiny bit once in the last, I think we've done this show, me and Baz, for maybe 14 years. I'm not sure. Enough for him just about to get on the jingle. For 14, if he has entertained you once with perhaps the David Ferrer anecdote or that anecdote he told about a fantasy football on a Bournemouth fan on an aeroplane, that was one of his absolute worst, or maybe his complete silence in the footballer game. If you could go to Just Giving, just write Just Giving Barry Glendenning and give him a quid.
Yeah.
Now,
10p a year. 10p a year.
Yeah, it's 10p a year. I mean, that is really good value, isn't it? For his the Barry Patreon.
What else are you paying 10p a year for, other than the royal family?
Is it too much? I wonder about the generosity. He's on 67.5 grand. Could we get him to 70 grand by 1:30?
Surely.
Do you think that's possible?
Surely,
in like a sort of, in sort of a children in need telethon.
Yeah, come on.
If we keep doing the totalizer.
Come on now.
I think contributors, we're going to Dance for Team News, Birmingham Wrexham. I think we should get Dance to give him a quid. Ian Stone's coming on to talk Arsenal. Thank you, Stoney, for agreeing to come on the day after you got done.
The thing is, you've
Bournemouth.
got to go on and do it. It's like a bit of a faff, isn't it? Is the problem.
I know it is a faff.
I don't think Dance will have the time. Basically, he's got a lot. setting up to.
Well, I know he's got. I know he's got to do the Birmingham Wrexham thing. I
If
understand.
you're watching on YouTube,
Luke,
a live photo has just popped up of Baz
so great.
sprinting down the Mall. Is that no? Not maybe not.
I don't think that's the Mall. I don't know what it is. There's a pub in the background and he's not in it. So look, that is a great step in the right
Barry
direction.
is running past pubs.
He's running past pubs. For goodness sake, give him your
10p
money.
a year.
10p a year. Just Giving. Just Google Just Giving Barry Glendinning. I understand, you have to click donate. Maybe you've got Apple Pay, just do a double click. Maybe you have to insert your credit, put your credit card details. You presumably you will have donated to someone else on Just Giving in your life, unless you really you have to be so miserable.
I often think if everyone decided not to donate to it, because if you donate all, and then you do something and you ask for people to donate to you and then you donate to them, it's sort of like the same sort of 20, 30 quid that just gets passed around between groups of friends, isn't it? So you could just say, we won't sponsor them, we'll just pay for it ourselves.
But it is just worth saying.
Yes.
It is extraordinary that he's doing this. I'm not surprised because he's so stubborn that as soon as he said yes, I thought he will do this. Gaz says, Barry is my hero. Absolute great. Give the man a knighthood. I've just donated on his Just Giving page. Thank you, Gaz.
I've
already donated. I'll do it again, says Caroline.
again.
I love Barry. And I hope his teams thrash Spurs today. Okay, look, we'll get into that, shouldn't we? Ryan says Baz should have charged for all the dog sitting he got roped into. So listen, that's the idea of today's show.
70 grand. It's Project 70 grand for Baz.
It's Project. Can we do
well, not for Baz, for the Great Ormond Street Hospital.
It is. Yeah, look, he'll get some reflected glory. I understand that, right? But he was on 60. Listen, he was on 67.5 grand. He's now at 67,977.
Okay, so it's working. Good news.
It's amazing.
Good news. Good news.
This is like, do you know what I feel like Wogan on Comic Relief.
Yes,
this is good, isn't it? If we think about this, Charlie, it's not about us, but if we do this well, we could get the Children in Need gig.
Yeah,
Yeah. Andy Jacobs says this is like Live Aid all over again.
Yes,
it's Bob Geldof going.
It's 3 o'clock
It's
3 o'clock in London.
Stick your hand in your pocket.
Come on,
Stick
Andy.
your hand in your
10p
pocket,
a
Jacobs,
year
you
for
big
Baz.
cynic. Yeah, we've entertained you every Sunday. You like this show, Andy. Give us your money. You're miserable.
Give us your money.
Exactly.
Come on.
Niall says, I've never looked at a Just Giving page, but I'll do it today. Alan says, did you ever return the microwave oven to Trevor Nelson? It's not the time, Alan.
That isn't this anecdote.
That isn't this anecdote. Andrew says, I just donated a tenner. Thank you.
Get in, Andrew.
So keep doing it, please. We will be a bit annoying about this for 2.5 hours because Barca Jim sent me a text, a friend of the show, saying the great stat about this is that Barry is the only person running the London Landmarks half marathon who will never run another step again.
This is it. It's a one time only. Barry won't be going, now I'm doing the London Marathon. Now I'm doing the New York Marathon. This is Barry. This is it.
This is it.
We're on 68,954, Max. We've set our bar too low. We're going for 80.
Serious?
We're going for 80 grand.
This is mad.
We're going for £80,000. Let's go, guys. The Great Ormond Street this Sunday morning.
I just donated a tenner, £1 per boring anecdote, he said. Anyway, let's go to St Andrews then. Ian Danter is going to be watching Birmingham Wrexham. It is live on talkSPORT 2 at midday, and he has the team news, and he's going to donate £1 to Barry Glendinning. He's forced to. Hey, Dance?
I've donated £50 just now.
Yes,
well, Dance, you're the greatest.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you,
I thought it was the only right and proper thing to do because you're right. People like Barry putting themselves out there, doing something highly unusual. Because normally at this time of the day he'd be on his first pint. Well, no, be working with you, but he'd be getting ready for his first pint of mild, wouldn't he?
He'd be
rubbing
thinking
his
about
hands
it.
ready, yeah.
He would be.
So well done, Baz. We do love you lots. The teams are 3 changes for both sides today. Birmingham, who are, lost 6 out of 8 and were in the playoff chase until a few weeks ago, now in 17th. They make 3 changes from the defeat at Ipswich. A return from a shoulder injury for left-back Kai Wagner. Tomoki Iwata comes in for Peck, who's only fit enough for the bench. And Ibrahim Osman is preferred to Damari Gray in midfield. So it's Beadle in goal for Birmingham. Asai Samuel, Neumann, Clara and Wagner in the back 4. Solis and Iwata as the holding midfielders. Vicente, Stansfield and Osman behind. Priska making his first home start, the Swedish signing from January. As for Wrexham, who can get within a point of 6th place Hull if they get the win here today, so their playoff ambitions still very much alive, but they were absolutely walloped at home by Southampton on Tuesday night live on talkSPORT 2. 3 changes made for today. Dan Scarr comes in at centre-half. He was a Birmingham City academy player here and made 1 appearance. He comes in for Dominic Hyam. As a return for Matty James, a long time out injured for the former title winner with Leicester, he comes in for Nathan Broadhead. And Ollie Rathbone, whose dad Mick played here in the 70s, he comes in for Josh Windass. So it's Okonkwo in goal for Wrexham, Cleworth, Scarr and Doyle as a back 3, then Kabore, Dobson, James, Thomason, and it looks like Rathbone as 5 across midfield, with O'Brien playing in behind Moore up top. We're live from 11:45 on talkSPORT 2 with Matt Murray, the former Wolves goalkeeper, as my wingman. Full exclusive commentary of the noon commentary in the Championship. Birmingham City against Wrexham.
Thanks, Dance.
Thanks for the donation, Dance. You're a good man. Yeah, Birmingham Wrexham over on talkSPORT 2. Ian's been in touch, who is foam rolling, watching us on YouTube, has just donated. I've just donated, says Jack the Chelsea fan. You should phone Simon Jordan, get him to front up £2,000. You never know. We are currently, this is unbelievable. I thought it would take us the whole show and we might be lucky. 70,833 quid. Come on, keep going.
We're going for 80k. We're going for Project 80k.
Andy Jacobs he says, I've just donated to this worthy cause. You guilt trip me into it. Yeah, too right, Andy. Donate again. You're financially independent. Your kids are grown up. Donate again, Andy. Donate every 10 minutes. Ian Stone, Arsenal fan, will join us. What a good man for coming on after what happened yesterday. It's Max and Charlie with you with Travis Perkins doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Ethan and Wherry and Miles Lewis Skelly this summer, and we're talking about maybe 100 million for the pair. That's too much, surely.
Well, no, I mean they're great prospects, aren't they?
100 mil for
Skelly's probably just he's not had a great time lately. He's just fell away from that first team a little bit. He's got a lot of people in front of him at the moment. And Capio, who's come in, he's done a really good job on that left hand side. You've got Calafiori as well. So I feel for him a little bit because you're a young player. You went through that little bit of stage where your form ain't great. A lot has happened in his career very quickly, Al. I mean, scoring a goal for England, playing for your country at a young age. So it might have just caught up with him a little bit, but he's just got to keep working hard and see where it takes him. Waineri's on loan at the moment, but he's a top player as well. A really, really
and you're really
great
happy
talent.
with young Max, aren't you?
Oh, Max he's doing different class. 16. People forget he's only 16. Amazing. He changed the game. He changed the game when he come on against Everton. He looked like...
And was getting back and helping out.
Yeah, and he scored that first goal. As I said before, his family must be so proud to watch him, has gone through the ranks and all that. And he's a really good, grounded young kid. So he's going to be a real prospect. Look, things can go wrong still, as in football. You know what it's like. Oh, you had a poor injury, didn't you, yourself?
Yeah.
And injuries can affect you.
Gradually.
running through to Scott, who's running through the centre. He's charging through the middle and he slammed it home. They've been beaten by the Cherries here on a disastrous afternoon for Arsenal's title hope. They were timid, they were tepid, they were toothless.
This one will be a really big blow. If they're going to win the league, it's not going to be straightforward. There's no doubt. This result's made that quite clear.
They were lifeless, clueless, hopeless. Arsenal look more like jokers and chokers than champions.
Look, I mean, it was the worst possible scenario for Arsenal, wasn't it?
Before today's game, I thought it was Arsenal's. I'm not so sure now. I think City have got this.
A lot of the incredible things that the team has done for 9 months have to remain the same in the last 7 weeks of the competition, in both competitions, and today we weren't there. It's a very disappointing day, obviously. It's a big punch on the face, and we need to stand up and be counted now.
Max Rushden and Charlie Baker with you on talkSPORT. Barry Glendinning running a half marathon right now. Steve says, made my donation yesterday. I'm boycotting Travis Perkins and visiting Western Australia until the sponsors donate. Done it 30 quid, says Niall, from one curmudgeonly black cat to another. I've just donated for the big man. What a guy, says Jim, a Rangers supporter. Hi, Max. Hi, Charlie. I donated £10 just for Barry's anecdote about fantasy football on the plane, says Paul in Ipswich. Donated to Baz as one of his quizzes was that boring. I chose to brush my teeth again on the full recommended electric timer settings. Marty, the Mackham. We love Barry, the Mackham. Miles says, morning, gents. Love both Saturday and Sunday shows. That the PSA tug on the heartstrings has worked a charm. I'm going to donate to Barry's page now. Just as a side, interested to know where Max landed on Barry's will, next of kin, and the claim to his flat.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought about that, actually.
Yeah.
Got a next of kin, Barry?
Max, it's me. It's me. I hope to get it flat. Listen, we started at 67.5. We're at £73,661. It's unbelievable. The most staggering thing, Charlie, is that means we actually have some listeners, and I'm amazed.
People are listening. I'm paying £1. They're paying 10p a year. We know what we can charge now.
I know, exactly. Everyone has to pay who comes on the show, including guests. So welcome Ian Stone, comedian, Arsenal fan. This interview will cost you a tenner for Great Ormond. How are you, Stoney?
Hello, Stoney.
How am I? I'm great. Isn't the Masters brilliant entertainment?
I wasn't start a crowdfunder for you, Stoney.
I'd really appreciate that. Do you know I wasn't grey-haired yesterday before the game? Look at me now,
Stoney. We haven't really spoken to you much this season because I only really like talking to you when it's not going so well. So it is really kind of you to come on today. How was it yesterday?
I did debate. I mean, I got the message and I thought, do I really want to do this today? But I thought, you know what? I do come on when we're doing well, so I feel I have to front up and come on when things... Well, I can't say exactly what I said when I got home, but essentially... Well, to put it in a polite radio manner, we couldn't control our bowels in the place where we sleep. Does that make sense?
Yes, I like it. I like it.
That's what we did yesterday.
It was like you were doing a rude crossword then, and that was the clue.
Yes. 4-3-3.
Oh, that's short. Maybe you should start playing that.
Yeah.
Did it feel like it, Stoney? Like they scored early, just had that. I don't know if it had an air of inevitability. It's so easy, isn't it, after a result to say it always felt like that. But it just as you were watching the game, you were like, I mean, I wasn't going, I was quite enjoying it, but like I imagine you were.
It's great that we're finally entertaining people, isn't it, really? Because it's taken all season. I think we could still be playing now. We might have scored from a set piece by now, but there didn't seem to be any other way. Everyone looked very, very tired and lacking in ideas, and it was all... It truly was one of the most miserable things I've ever experienced, and I did the Garden Furniture Awards in 2002. All right, and I tried. I said, if Snoop Dogg did some gardening, would he use a hoe? And honestly,
very nice.
I know 1,200 people just stared at me, and I'm like, that's the only thing I've got about gardening. And
what are the awards like?
Best patio furniture, is it that sort of thing?
Is that right? Yeah,
it was basically that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't pay a lot of attention.
Best pergola, best pagoda, two different categories.
Let's play pergola or pagoda. Hey, listen, let's save that, Charlie. We could get years out of that.
Hey, Stoney, do you think Arteta's been watching some old football documentaries? Because he quoted John Sitton in the week, didn't he? He said, bring your mates and bring your dinner. He was giving it that. And then he said, like yesterday, he said it was like a massive punch in the face. It didn't sound very Arteta-ish, either of those things. It feels like he's been, and all the long balls and the trying to score from, just big headers and that sort of stuff. Feels like he's gone against himself.
Well, it did feel like a massive punch in the face. I'll be honest with you. That's exactly what it felt like. I bought my lunch and I bought my dinner.
Yeah.
I got searched on the way in, obviously. I had to go in the bag queue. It took ages. But they didn't bring anything, did they? The boys didn't really turn up. It's not for want of trying, by the way. I have to say, they are trying. They just don't really know what to do. David Raya had the second most passes of anyone in our team yesterday.
Yeah.
And that is an indictment, I think, really. And by the way, props to Bournemouth. They're a good team.
They're
a good team. But I think we've got to get into the mindset where it's not enough to not lose. When we have to try and win it, we get into a bit more of a, what do? We don't understand.
It was edgy, Stoney. It was edgy, wasn't it? They were snatching at shots. It was edgy. The deflection for the first goal. All those things, that stuff starting to go against you a little bit. I thought I did predict the win. I don't know if we've got it.
I
did predict the win. I don't know if we've got it here. Can we hear it? I predicted the exact score. I think they're going to find it now.
I believe you, Charlie.
Hold on, I always want to play it to you, Stoney. Hold on.
We really set this up, haven't we? Here we go. Oh,
here we go.
Talk about Arsenal. Let's go. I think
feeling great.
I think they're going to lose today. There we are. How are you feeling now?
Wait, so Barry is here.
I think they're going to lose today. I think they're going to lose 2-1. There it is. Thank you, Stone.
Yeah. And well, it's all right. I didn't do anything, but you did predict it. Although I read, did I not, that you didn't put a bet on it, because if you would have put a bet on it, it wouldn't have come off.
No, my predictions, my soothsaying powers only work if I don't bet on them.
Now, Stoney, was there chat? At what point in the ground was there just that kind of, we can't finish second again, can we, chat?
I think we finished second again. We should have a parade anyway for second. I think a second parade. I think, was there chat? No, I'll be honest with you, Max. No one was talking.
Really?
To be honest with you, people didn't really say a lot. There was a lot of ashen faces, and I can't believe what we're watching, even though I can actually believe what I'm watching. People were just shocked. And yet not shocked as well, because this is how, April, soon as the Easter holidays happen, something happens with too many Easter eggs, and it all goes horribly wrong.
But it's hard, it is. The Premier League's hard, right? And Bournemouth are good and they're fresh, and you had to go to Sporting, and that's a hard place to go. And, the difficulty of doing so well in all competitions is you might lose at the end, and then it's a massive failure if you just came 8th. Or if you were just Tottenham in the relegation zone, you won't have to worry about these things.
And you are still 9 points clear.
Yeah, this is the mad thing. We're having
9
this
points
discussion.
clear. You're not like 3 points behind. You're 9 points clear.
That's the mad thing. But let me tell you, they could go to Manchester City and win next week and still lose the title, right? They could lose to Newcastle and Fulham and West Ham after that. It's football. Listen, we all know it's utterly ridiculous, and here we are. I don't know how much more of this anyone will put themselves through, but we are currently 9 points clear and walking away with it, aren't we?
Yeah. And do you know what? I think you said it last year. I can't remember when we spoke to you, said, I've enjoyed the season, I've just hated all the games. And I just thought it's such a great description.
Did I say that?
That's being a football fan.
Yeah. Oh, outstanding. I must write that down. Good. It's sometimes people quote your. Charlie, you must get there. People quote your jokes to you, and you go, I don't remember saying that.
They quote both my jokes to me. It's amazing.
Hey, Stoney, listen, we'll let you go. Please go to Just Giving. Barry Glendenning and give him some money. He's running a half marathon, Stoney, and so we're forcing everyone to give some money. Rude. It seems rude for guests to make them do it, but that's a great
no.
So have a heart.
I think. For goodness sake. Please go to Just Giving. Also, please go to ianstonecomedian.co.uk as well and buy tickets for the tour.
Yeah, the plug costs you 10 quid. So there we are.
Yeah,
do go and see Stoney on tour. He's absolutely excellent.
Yeah, he is brilliant. Thanks, Stoney.
Thanks, lads.
Good stuff, Ian Stone there.
£74,572 currently.
Amazing. These are amazing. I donated a £5 to the legend that is Sabaz, praying Sunderland smash Spurs today from Craig, the West Ham and Sunderland fan today. Having listened to Barry talk about doing the marathon for what feels like months, I was beginning to think it was gaslighting on a grand fraudulent scale and that this day would never actually arrive. I've donated now all my love to Barry Glendenning. That's Craig in Glasgow. Hi, Max and Charlie. Quibby here. Just donated a tenner to the big man. He's been part and parcel of my Sunday morning cooking dinner for years. Thank you. You are all good people. We'll do a Premier League review in just a second.
Pep Guardiola has been speaking today about his team's tendency to finish season strongly.
Hopefully we can do a lot of points. It's at the situation that we are in the Premier League, so we need to do all of them. Otherwise we will not give us a chance to try it until the end. So we need to do a lot of points. We were not consistent enough in during the season. We dropped points that we should take it, and that's why we're in the position that now we cannot do it differently.
He also talked a little bit about on whether he feels more excited at this time of the year. No, he says, I have a lot of yellow cards. That means how excited I am. Not just for April, but during the season, I have had a good energy, and I still have good energy. You get the feeling that he thinks that there's still a chance that they can catch them.
I think they're probably going to have to win every game to do it. We were just working it out there on...
We've got 2 tickets for the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Championships on Monday, the 6th of July, up for grabs. You'll be watching the world's best from official Wimbledon debenture seats on centre court. You'll have lounge access throughout the day, the perfect place to soak up the atmosphere between the matches. Here's Charlie to tell you how to win.
Now, for your chance to win, you can text WIN to 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close 16th of April 2026 at 4 p.m, and that's when you'll need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only, a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com for your chance to win. Text WIN to 83338 now.
So yeah, this might be a bit self-indulgent, this show, and I was thinking, that's actually maybe the show is self-indulgent every week, so it doesn't,
I don't think so.
Doesn't really matter.
I don't think raising money for sick children is self-indulgent, Max.
No. So anyway, this is a lovely message from Dave, and it is a compliment for us, but like bear with me on this, but he says, I didn't get around to sending this on time yesterday, but seeing as Charlie's on again today as a bonus, I wanted to say a massive thanks to Max and Charlie for yesterday's show, for everything they both do to put smiles on faces all the time. With Barry pounding the streets for kids too, it's a testament to you all being good people who support things that matter in an honest and genuine way. On a station that does arguments and confrontational radio really well, you both do the humour and compassion even better. Listening to your piece with Jason about Henry, who we spoke about yesterday, was inspiring, upsetting at the same time. Reminds us of the strength of great people and the courage that young people facing the worst diseases show and inspire their parents at the lowest times. My 7-year-old son is currently undergoing treatment for brain cancer. This piece hit home harder. I wanted to wish Jason and the team all the best for his marathon today in Paris. Baz, all the best for his admirable efforts today to support Great Ormond Street. I've donated too, by the way. Keep up the amazing work. Your humanity and kindness makes you such a great way to spend a couple of hours. It's always uplifting. P.S. The Kane song yesterday was the best one. Now you're talking, Dave. Well, look, thank you for your message, Dave. And of course, we send you and your boys just all our love in the world. So we are at.
He's strong.
It's absolutely astonishing, this. We said, could we get to 70? And we're now at £75,557. Can we get to 80 grand? Can we get to 80
Come on,
by midday?
Barry has to.
Or do you think
now. Someone needs to go and tell Barry? We need to. I tell you what we need. We need someone who's watching. There must be some people watching the half.
Possibly. There is an app, but we couldn't be bothered to sign on.
We need someone to take a photo and be maybe a little bit of commentary of Baz.
It'd be awful if he walked off after 9 miles.
If you live in London, please pop out and see if you can see Baz. It's the London Landmarks half marathon, so it goes around all the major landmarks.
Yeah,
M&M's World.
The vape shop on Oxford Street.
That vape shop, that American
that guy
Sweets.
stealing your mobile phones on Old Street. Got that too.
They're all there. The bloke who sells you 5 litres for £1 on Brick Lane.
Yeah, that's good.
All those.
Oh no, I was just say it would be funny if after 8 miles he thought, actually,
I'm not going to do it. And it's like this. Right, Barry, there's 79,000 quid on the line here.
But actually, in the end, I just didn't really fancy it.
Didn't fancy it.
So look, thank you so much. Your generosity is unbelievable, and we really appreciate it. It just says, it's how much love there is for Baz. Right?
Yes, amazing. How many pints do you think he's going to have tonight, Max?
Do you know what? I really hope someone gives him like a malt loaf and a glass of water before he starts, because otherwise,
line your stomach, Barry.
Have a pint of milk. They're surviving the half marathon, and then he can't cross the line and be fine, and then
that should be the other thing. We should find out where he's going to go for a drink. I'm assuming his normal pub tonight, and see how much we can put behind the bar for Barry. But no, the Great Ormond Streets are much better.
Bastard Jim, I've donated another tenner as you pair of bleeps triggered my latent Catholic guilt. There we are, Jim. Anything we can do.
Thank you. Good news.
Very kind of you, Jim. It's fun, isn't it, Charlie?
I like it, don't you? Yeah, we'd be good at this, Max. Yeah. And here's
really fun.
And here's Sue Pollard. Sue Pollard.
Here's the newsreaders singing Chumbawamba.
Yeah, here they are. What acts would people like to see on the
talkSPORT? Oh God, we'd be so budget, wouldn't we? Alan Brazil,
really good.
Alan Brazil singing.
Alan Brazil.
Singing the music of cats.
It's Alan Brazil singing Mambo No. 5.
It's Jim and Simon as Mr. Mistopheles.
Okay, 1, 2, a little bit of Rita on my mind.
You've never seen a cat quite as magic as mad. I can't believe it.
And
magical Mr. Mistopheles.
Midnight on this midnight.
We should do some football. You did say that Liverpool would win easily, Charlie.
I did say that. I did say Liverpool would. No, I said Fulham were going to win this all day long. Is what I said.
You said Fulham would win.
What I was going to say. I think we've got it here. Hold on a minute. I think they're going to play it. They're going to play this one again, just for balance. You know, I think they win this game all day long. Just the way the two teams have played this season. I think Fulham win this all day long. Twice. Said it twice. All day long. Which was wrong, wasn't it? It was wrong. Liverpool were pretty good.
They were good. And Gamoa was excellent. You know, and actually you need to cling to these things. You know, when it's one of your own and they're young and it's, you know, he's such an exciting player and it was a brilliant goal.
He's what they needed, wasn't it? Some positive energy, like in.
Yeah. Well, it was a right-footed Salah goal. You know, cutting inside. He was doing that.
What he's not been doing all season. He's not been doing that all season. He's been missing those all season.
Yeah, and actually Salah was great, and he played one amazing pass to I think it was Gakpo as well. And Frimpong was good. Like he put in one brilliant cross to Gakpo. So you know, this season has not been great. There are lots of reasons for that. Perhaps we shouldn't. And you know, like it's easy to say they need a complete clear out of all these chumps, but like you know,
if they're a team in transition, which it sounds like they are, because you know Salah's going, Robertson's going. You know, who knows who else will go of that major Klopp team. But if they are in transition and they're going to build the team around Szoboszlai, which it feels like they might, you know, and then
Wirtz, of course. And Wirtz has actually been good this season, I think. Like you know, he is a beautiful footballer.
Might be one of those players that takes a season for him to get up to speed.
Now I'm going to accuse. I had Jim Proudfoot on comms for me, international comms.
Yeah, lovely.
And I love Jim Proudfoot, and he's brilliant at what he does. I'm going to accuse him of some hyperbole here, Charlie.
Lovely.
Because Smith Rowe put an effort just wide. I think it might have been like late 78th minute or something, and they were 2-0 down. So they score. They could have come back into it. And Jim said, on such moments, destinies hinge.
Wow.
I'm not sure that's destiny.
Not
is it?
Sure.
That's not like this is your destiny.
Arne Slot's destiny, or
I don't know, maybe Smith Rowe's destiny. I'm not sure whose destiny, but I don't know. It was more like Smith Rowe's just put it wide, and that's probably the game that could have made it an edgy last.
Can I stand up for Jim Proudfoot and say it was the late kickoff, wasn't it? It was the late kickoff, and Jim, I don't know if you know, Jim is a Torquay United fan, Max, and
of course,
we were 4-0 up in 29 minutes yesterday.
Go on.
So I think he was probably just a bit sidewind.
Fair enough. And actually, listen, what a great win for the U's yesterday. Because
I was watching that. I was watching that coming. I was thinking, Max is asleep, and they're 4-0 up.
1-0 up after a minute, and then you get another. It's great. Our keeper was sent off after just before half time, I think. For handling outside the box, and then we scored straight after half time. And we were fourth and they were third.
Automatic.
And Bromley got beaten by MK Dons. It's very tight at the top. I mean, look, it's not done and done. We've got Bromley away on Thursday. But because we've drawn
so many teams get automatic in League Two. If
top 15 go up
you
automatically.
don't deserve it.
Yeah, in League Two, top 15 go up.
So easy to get promotion from League 2 and 1.
Matt says on the Comic Relief, talkSPORT Comic Relief, Simon Jordan sat in a bathtub of baked beans. Oh, a gunk tank. Who's in the gunk tank? Oh, the votes are in for the gunk tank. Who? Will it be Andy Goldstein or Andy Crane?
Hugh's in the gunk tank.
Hughes
Hugh Rosencraft. I wanted to talk about Brentford. We're going to talk about Brentford. We're going to talk about.
Yeah, we can. Sure, do we? Like?
Where do they get all their strikers from? Because they seem to get another. If someone comes in for Igor Thiago in the summer, then which I don't think it'll be this summer. It'll be probably Christmas, won't it? And then they'll just find. They seem to be able to just find another one. Why don't people?
But when it's going for you. That one just hit him and went in. You think, oh, come on. Someone kick it really hard at Dom Solanke later and let it go in, please. Please, someone hit one in off Richarlison's backside. Come on, please.
Spurs win today. Kelleher is a great... I think he's the signing of the summer for Brentford. Absolutely.
Yeah, he played really well.
My
commentator was calling him Kelleher, and it was really annoying me.
Dear. Who was that? Do we know who that was?
I don't know. I'm
name
not
and shame.
I don't know who it was, so I can't name and shame.
Could you spell? We wanted to do a quiz that was people having to spell footballers' names, Max.
Oh yeah,
we came up
we're doing
with Marcus Speller, didn't we?
Yeah, that's Marcus Speller's quiz.
You have to take on Marcus Speller at spelling. We thought that was good fun. Maybe we'll do it in the summer during the World Cup.
All right, give it a try.
Spell Queven Kelleher.
No, I can't. John says Destiny's Hinge sounds like the worst R&B tribute act ever.
Destiny's
but
not rhyming.
What Lars said yesterday on the Brentford Everton game, he said just make sure you don't draw, so one of them still can have a run for the Champions League, and then they drew, didn't they? 77,204 quid. This is
amazing.
Unbelievable.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
This is unbelievable.
You're brilliant.
You know, when you're watching children, they're going "thank you," and you think they don't really mean that.
No,
and
also it's not going up like that. This is just they hold some back.
Yeah, Brian, the West Ham fan, says, just donated 10 quid to Barry's Just Giving page. Great cause. You all make me laugh of a weekend. Up the irons. Good luck to Sunderland today. Oh, the amount of West Ham fans supporting Sunderland today is brilliant. All of West Ham absolutely glued to Sunderland today. I can't bear it. Anyway, it is Max and Charlie with you on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Lee Phelps, who's going to donate all of the money that William Hill made from Aintree to Barry's run. It will be on in just a second.
I mean, who's left there now? Only Alisson, Van Dijk. I think that's probably it, isn't it?
Just on Andy Robertson, do you think he'll stay in the Premier League?
I think he can.
Yeah,
I think he can. I think there are.
I'd have him at Tottenham. I wish we got him.
Well, you were linked with him in January, weren't you?
Yeah.
You know, and that the writing was on. It's not the biggest surprise in the world, is it? That he's leaving.
No, it's not a surprise.
What
but
happened in January?
It made us, think about left backs, right?
Yeah.
You think about the great left backs of the Premier League, and where does he rank?
So when I was outside with Ryan, the producer, and then Ryan said there was a period where he was the best left back in the world, and I went, "What? What are you on about? Best left back in the world?" And he said he's best in the top 3 of the Premier League. And I'm like, I'm not sure he is. And then you look at the names that you think, you know what? Actually, maybe he is in this conversation.
I think he is. Look, Ashley Cole for me, obviously, yes, he's the greatest.
He's out on his own.
He's out on his own. And then after that, you look at the other left backs. There are Patrice Evra.
In terms of numbers.
Jim writes, what are the teenagers behind the glass doing? They just fired out a Paddy McGuinness holiday advert in the middle of the Premier League review, did they? I didn't know that. They don't tell us these things. He's also
top team today. Top team.
He's following Barry's progress. Here he is. He's done 10.4 miles.
Barry has.
He's there. Yeah.
What time did he start?
He started at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Well, he's nearly there then.
He's slowing down a bit. But he's expected to finish at the moment at 17 minutes past 12. So he could be on for the footballer game. I mean, I don't know if he'd be up for it, but he could be. Christina
amazing.
Fox. You remember Christina Fox, who doesn't shower? I've donated to.
She absolutely reeks.
I've donated to Baz's pavement pounding. Reckon you can get 100k by deliberately and shamelessly playing on the mind of the superstitious fans the world over. If people don't donate, Spurs will be relegated. I think people want Spurs relegated.
So.
Arsenal will lose the league. Trump will be re-elected for a third term. I was thinking that, given, world events and the peace talks breaking down. If this was the apocalypse, Baz would be so furious that he spent the last day doing a marathon. He's like, you couldn't have done it the day before, could you? Anyway, let's look at the latest odds ahead of today's action with William Hill.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing. New from William Hill. 18+, gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Ali Phelps joins us. Hey, Lee.
How are you doing? You okay?
Lee's here next to me in the
good,
studio.
thank you.
Mate. He's his.
I made the
down from Aintree. Yeah. In the studio. Lovely to see you, Lee.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good.
How much are you donating to Barry's half marathon?
Well, I thought I would donate all my winnings from Aintree. I haven't quite managed to get the William Hill bosses to donate all winnings.
Right.
I won £12 over the course of the week. So it's gone in already with a little message of support.
Thank you,
great man.
Thank you, Lee. That's very.
I imagine I used to run quite a lot, and I always had this vision that I was like a gazelle.
Yeah, I think
I actually thought I was more like an elephant if anyone filmed me. I'm expecting Barry is like a gazelle.
Yeah.
Pounding the pavement.
I think a gazelle has chosen the wrong path. I wouldn't suggest. I didn't put money on Iron Maximus, Lee. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you picked the winner as well.
You picked the winner. You talked about it. Although picking the winner when it's the favourite feels a bit.
Well, not everyone did it though. I mean,
there I go again, picking the winner. You go, where's the favourite?
Won in 2024, second last year, won again this year. So if you are keeping with Iron Maximus, big winner for everyone yesterday, of course. Great race in the end.
And God, there's so much happening. The Masters as well. I mean,
what's happened?
It was an amazing day of golf.
Unbelievable.
It was terrible for Rory, but
what Masters odds have we got?
Yeah, so Rory McIlroy, when we spoke yesterday, was obviously odds on to go and do it. Remember, I said that I think Scheffler and Spieth had 5-shot leads at the halfway point and both got on to win. He had a 6-shot lead, and he's now 6-4. He's still the favourite to win it. Cam Young is 5-2 second favourite. Sam Burns then 15-2. Scotty Scheffler 10-1. Shane Lowry had the hole-in-one. He's 12-1. So is Justin Rose. Both would be immensely popular winners, of course, of it. But Cam Young, Rory McIlroy, both on 11 under. Going into the final day, 10 under for Sam Burns. Lowry's 9 under. Loads to it. Brilliant.
I like Lowry actually. Lowry's what odds is Lowry?
Yeah, so Lowry is priced up at 12-1.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, he's 2 shots behind at the moment going into the final round.
Has he won it? He's won a major, hasn't he? It was the Open.
The Open,
what a shame
I think.
win.
And he the last Ryder Cup, he hit the putt to win the.
Such a popular winner. 4 under. He was 4 under for round 3. So he's getting better as the tournament goes on.
Yeah, but I mean, Cam Young or something was like 4 over after 9 after the first round, and now has gone around in 15 under since then, or something ridiculous. Can we go to the Premier League? And it hurts me to ask this, but Tottenham at Sunderland, De Zerbi's first game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the odds, there's nothing to pick between the two of them, really. 13-8 Sunderland, 13-8 Tottenham. The draw is just over 2-1, which I think is probably the most likely result of the three. And you'd probably take a point at this stage, wouldn't you? But as I said yesterday, Tottenham are the favourites out of the... if you take Wolves and Burnley out of it, favourites to be relegated now after West Ham's win. Obviously, Forest playing today as well. You just don't know what's going to happen, do you? We know what Sunderland are about. I know they've tailed off a little bit, but they went into the international break with a brilliant win at Newcastle at home. That stadium of like crowd will get them going. I mean, if Sunderland score first, I do fear for Tottenham.
Who was on? Clive Allen was on with Tony and Shaban this morning, and he was and I didn't want to predict Spurs, so let's take that out of the equation. He was predicting Leeds to struggle now between now and the end of the season. Leeds are
5-1 to go down. Obviously, they've got away at Manchester United tomorrow night, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Leeds fans I'm based up in West Yorkshire, and Leeds fans are worried. They've got the FA Cup as a bit of a distraction as well.
They've got a tough run in, haven't they?
Yeah, but they tend to get points, Leeds. Tottenham need to start picking up a point.
Haven't won since from 4 months.
Yeah,
I think December, January, February, March. That is a long time.
I think they play everyone as well. They play everyone around them, don't they? Yeah. So they'll be the team to decide.
Yeah. So terrifying. What about
Forest at home to Villa? They're just behind West Ham in terms of odds. I think they're 9-2 to go down, so a bit shorter than Leeds. They're 13-8 to beat Aston Villa. Villa are 8-5, which I think is a decent price. This is Aston Villa. They've started to come back into a bit of form. Both had midweek European games. Forest had to travel to Portugal. Villa were at home. So again, I'd favour Villa there. I mean, Forest are a decent side, but they're not down near the bottom for any other reason than that they've struggled in the league this season, having to back it up from Europe. So yeah, I think Villa win, and I think that Sunderland-Tottenham game is a draw today.
Yeah, I think Villa were away, weren't they? Bologna. I mean, maybe they all live there. Bologna is a lovely spot.
A lovely place to go.
I might be wrong. And the title race then, obviously, the neutrals need Man City to win today after what happened yesterday.
Yeah, Arsenal are 4-9. I mean, it's interesting listening to you guys talking. Just before
before I came on, and they're 9 points clear.
Yeah, well, I said that to Stoner. They are 9 points clear. A lot of things need to happen for them to. But you can just, unfortunately, I think Arsenal fans are so used to it. They're so used to it dropping off and coming second. And this Man City team do look pretty ominous now.
Yeah, they do. And look, the form has been good. The League Cup win was great. Obviously, they were very good against Liverpool. Let's see what they're like today against Chelsea. But they haven't been absolutely rock solid this season. There were odds against to beat Chelsea before the weekend. They're now odds on to beat Chelsea, 19-20. Man City are 7-4 to win the league now. They're 5-2 to do the treble, by the way. They're odds on to win the FA Cup, given the teams that are remaining. You'd imagine they'd be in the final, but, who knows? So 5-2 to do the treble. Imagine if Man City ended up doing the treble and Arsenal didn't win anything. I think Arsenal have been pushed out to, a bigger the price than Man City to actually win nothing this season.
Different quadruple that, isn't it?
Yeah. Great day at sport again. You mentioned, obviously, with the Masters, we've got the football. We've also got the EFL Trophy final today. On the train coming in, loads of Luton fans.
Loads of Stockport fans.
Luton fans dressed to the nines. I saw a very sad-looking Luton Town clown on the train coming in. Hopefully he'll be happy.
Pennywise, massive.
Hopefully he'll be happy by the time they finish. I'm going to go Hatters win and both teams to score in 90 minutes in that one. That's 18-5. The 90-minute price is 11-8 Luton, Stockport 13-8 the draw, 21-10. And in the William Hill Premiership, Falkirk Rangers, obviously the splits happened.
Game,
Rangers are just a touch of odds on to win at Falkirk to keep pace with Hearts, who came from behind to win yesterday.
Falkirk are sick.
Late on, wasn't it?
It
was late for Hearts.
Very late, So plenty going on. We've got loads of good races after the Grand National and Aintree last week. Adonius to win. Is the epic boost today at Musselburgh. Was even money now, 6-4, and you got epic boosts on your Sunderland-Tottenham game. Both teams to score at even money, and Man City to score in the first half against Chelsea is another epic boost with all your usual bet builder, winning boost, and impact sub on all the football today.
Great stuff, Lee. Thanks for coming on, pal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
That was the latest odds brought to you by Final One Standing from William Hill. Terms and conditions apply. 18+, gambleaware.org. Nat and Burns say, morning, Max and Charlie. Just donated to Barry's Just Giving page. Amazing work on his part. Regular listeners of both Saturday and Sunday shows, which are always hugely entertaining. Let's not say always. Sometimes.
8 times out of 10. Hugely entertaining.
And Al, the Rangers fan, says, donated to Barry's page with absolute pleasure. It's a great way to say thank you for everything you guys do every week. I will never forget the time Max left Barry in the hot seat for what felt like the longest 2 minutes in the history of radio.
That was amazing. That was amazing. And then he tried to go somewhere else. And I wonder if we can clip the can we find the clip of that? I'll tell you what, if we get to 80,000 in the next half an hour, this is how you do it, Max. We'll play that clip out.
I will never. I'm sure some of his beads of nervous sweat actually dripped out of my speaker. He was already a legend, but even more so for what he's doing today, says Al. Thank you, Al. Max and Charlie here till 1:30.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing. New from William Hill. 18+, gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Morgan Rogers does seem to be doing it week in, week out, largely. 24 goals and 23 assists to his name since the start of last season. And he is expected to be at the centre of a £80 million transfer tug of war this summer. Why has this chatter started now? And
just 80?
I think they want a bit more than that. I was doing some inquiries this morning to see if he's got a release clause in his contract. Doesn't sound like he does. And I think Aston Villa are within their rights to ask for Jack Grealish type money for Morgan Rogers. And I think somebody will pay it. I think he is capable of going on to one of the top clubs in the country. But as Gabs has said, ideally Villa will want to keep him, but we know they're under financial pressure. More to do, I think, with the UEFA
financial regulations than the Premier League ones, but it may be that they have to cash in, particularly if they don't make the
I think
upset the
before
manager.
June the 30th as well.
It would upset the manager because he's like his son. He's his favourite player. He plays every...
Shin pads are a footballer's best friend, even if players like Jack Grealish do wear such small ones you can barely even see them. But what's the story with shin pads, and are there any rules on how big they should be? It all started with cricket, actually. Cricketers had been wearing shin pads since the 1700s. They'd been introduced not for leg protection, but instead to give batters a strategic advantage. The idea was that batters could put their leg pads in front of the wicket if they missed the ball, preventing them from being bowled out. Obviously, that all changed when the LBW rule came in, but that was the theory behind them. It was thanks to this guy that shin protection made its way over to football. Meet Samuel Widdowson. He was a cricketer and a footballer. He played for Nottingham Forest back in the late 1800s, and he wanted a way to protect his legs from nasty tackles. Apparently, he'd broken his leg in a match against Sheffield United in 1874 and wanted to stop it from happening again. Naturally, his mind drifted to his other favourite sport, where players had been wearing these pads. Story goes, Widdowson cut up his cricket pads, sewed them into his socks and popped them on before taking to the footy pitch. Ta-da! Shin pads. Like all great genius inventors, everyone took the mickey at first. To be fair, he probably looked quite stupid running around with these on. But it's thought his whole Nottingham Forest team then began wearing them from 1887, and the first known use of them in a match was in 1894, in a match between Newcastle and the then Woolwich Arsenal. Eventually, FIFA clocked on that this protection was pretty important for footballers. Multiple studies have shown wearing shin pads clearly reduces the risk of players getting lower leg injuries. And so in 1990, basically 100 years after Widdowson first put them on, shin pads were made compulsory. It became a part of Law 4 of IFAB. That's the body responsible for setting the laws of the game internationally. But the law doesn't actually specify anything about measurements of shin pads. It just says pads must be made of a suitable material and be of an appropriate size to provide reasonable protection. It's really vague, and players can get away with a lot. A lot of grassroots clubs are choosing to ban micro shin pads for obvious reasons, though, especially after a 15-year-old player from Penistone Church broke his leg while wearing them. Still no change from IFAB, though. That's why Grealish and co can still get away with these ones, which are no bigger than a credit card and which seem to offer little to no protection whatsoever.
Good afternoon. You are listening to the Warm Up on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. For the latest big trade deals, head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. And you've chanced upon, it's Max Rushden and Charlie Baker with you today.
Good morning.
You've chanced upon a telethon, really, because Barry Glendenning, we think, has about 15 minutes left of his first and only half marathon, raising money for Great Ormond Street. And you guys have donated an incredible amount of money. If we've just switched on, we started about 67k. We're approaching £80,000 now, which is absolutely amazing. Banjo the Gooner says, "Morning, guys. I've just donated £1 for every mile Barry's running. If both Sunderland and I think Forest win today, as my guest, I'll treble it. What an inspiration Barry is to go from pint to 13 miles. Now, Charlie dangled the carrot of if we get to a certain number, we will play the clip where my line went down and Barry was flying solo in, basically had a panic attack on air. I think it's fair to say.
That's worth 10p a year of anyone's money.
Carl says, I loved Barry's Garth from Wayne's World moment. Please play it. So look, here's the thing, right? We're at £79,042, which is unbelievable. Like, I'm genuinely amazed that we have that many listeners, really. But more than that you've all donated and been so generous. What are we saying? 90? If we get another 10, we'll play it.
90, Max.
We've got to push it. We can't say 80.
I'm not underestimating people, but 90. Another 10 grand feels.
Another 10k. We've made 12, 13k in the last hour. I mean, the thing is, the most generous would have gone in straight away. And now I presume everybody switches on this show on the dot of 11. But maybe there are people that come in at different times of day,
thinking that Sam Matterface is on or something in a
minute. Also, quite a lot of people in the game listen, right?
Yes,
people do.
Come on now,
and they're all loaded. So, someone like Jamie Carragher is probably listening right now, right? On his way into Super Sunday.
Come on.
So just give us 10k. What's that easy?
Go, give us 10k. I was saying, come on, give us 50 quid. And you were thinking, give us 10 grand.
Do you know they do?
Who's the most generous footballer? Let's find out. Who's the most, if you want to be crowned, most generous footballer.
They do their charity dinners. They do this really awkward bit where they say, could everyone stand up? Sit down if you are prepared. If you're not prepared to give £10, £50, £100, £1,000, and then at the end you're standing and it's like, oh god,
I'd just bail out at 10.
Yeah,
not
of course,
prepared.
I'd bail out straight away.
I'm here.
They're not playing. But anyway, I was hosting, I think, the London Football Awards. Bob Wilson and his amazing charity, the Willow Foundation.
Yes.
And I was like, how much do you want to raise tonight? And he went, we want to raise about £250,000. So I, right at the start, I said, could everyone stand up? If you are prepared to give £250,000, please stay standing.
We can all go home.
We can all go home. You've never seen a room of people sit down quicker. Anyway, I'm putting off talking Spurs because it upsets me so much. Look, Barry Glendenning, Just Giving. Go on, donate all your money. They go to Sunderland today. They're in the relegation zone. Chris Cowlin, Spurs expert, Spurs Chat podcast host as well, joins us now. Hey, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Max, Charlie, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
How am I? Well, we're sitting in the relegation zone right now, so, things are pretty bleak. 5 points this calendar year, and our last win was 105 days ago. It has to happen. This is another throw of the dice. Roberto De Zerbi coming in. I'm hoping to see a win in Sunderland today. I've just got here, and, we've got to win. We've got to win. Nothing less than a win today.
But I agree with you, nothing less than a win. But is there anything that leads you to think we might win?
Well, when you look at the stats, 5 points this calendar year, and that's 5 draws. And when you look at West Ham, the fight and desire that they're showing right now, they've picked up 18 points. In January, we were 13 points above the relegation zone, and now we find ourselves in the relegation zone. So, things do have to change. It is another throw of the dice, as I've said. We've had 3 managers this season, 4 in the last 10, 11 months since Ange Postecoglou won us the Europa League trophy. But these players, we know that they're capable of a lot more, Max. So it's about, these players giving a lot more. It's about the manager now getting a lot more out of these players. From what I've seen this week, from the clips that the football club have put out, from the training sessions and, from the media, and from the press conference from De Zerbi, we're hearing the right things. But as De Zerbi said in the press conference, it is about, the players delivering on the pitch, not a Hotspur way in training sessions. So, we have to give more. We're in a position now where we have to be fighting, and we haven't seen much fight, in recent months.
Yeah, I said this yesterday. Our friend and colleague, Paul Hawksby, just thinks haven't got enough players, too many injuries, not a big enough squad that's available to play. To do it. Can you think of an 11 or a 13 that could do it today? Is it? or is it just not there?
Whoever is playing, though, Charlie, they need to give 100%. And we could sit here and talk about injuries. You know, we had injuries last season as well.
Yeah.
You know, this is on the board, in my opinion. This is on the board members and the owners, because we should never, ever be in this position. This isn't me sitting here being arrogant in any way, shape or form, because we knew the position we were in last season, 22 league defeats. We find ourselves now in the relegation zone. Spurs fans, you know, thousands of us, millions of us around the world knew that this was coming this season, and the January transfer window simply wasn't good enough. Thomas Frank should have gone out the door a lot sooner. Igor Tudor, his 44-day stint, you know, that was an absolute disaster. Yeah. And now, as I said, you know, another throw of the dice with De Zerbi, and, you know, let's see how this works out. But whoever does play today, whoever he does pick in this starting 11, they need to give grit, passion, determination. They need to give absolutely everything to show this Tottenham Hotspur fan base that we are up for the fight, because, you know, this is all we can do now. We can always, you know, live in hope, and we have to give everything on the pitch, because the fans are giving everything. It's all down to the players.
Mm-hmm. How much have you stared at Tottenham's running and then looked at Forest's running and Leeds running and West Ham's running?
Well, I watched the game, Max, on Friday night, you know, the West Ham game. And when Spurs slipped into the bottom three, I feel physically sick seeing Spurs in the bottom three. And when you look at these fixtures, our remaining 7 games, you know, if I was to ask you two, what's an easy game in the Premier League? You know, when you look at our fixtures, Sunderland, you know, you've got Brighton and Wolves this month. Then in May, we've got Aston Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, Everton. What's an easy game? Is an easy game Wolves away? You know, I don't know. You know, this team needs to give a lot more. We know that these players are capable of a lot more. Of course, we've got the World Cup in the summer. You know, are these players going to be thinking about the World Cup, or are, you know, their minds on these remaining 7 games as 7 cup finals? Because, you know, to think that Spurs could actually be in the Championship, you know, next season, it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it is. And I don't think they'd nail it in the Championship either. So who steps up, Chris? Which player? Like, you know, like, I think Archie Gray has had a good season, right? Yeah. And I'm trying to think around the pitch if anyone else has. I mean, and you've watched every minute of Tottenham. I haven't. Who is good enough to step up?
Jed Spence had a good season.
I think
all right.
I think in recent games, and I think a lot of Spurs fans will agree with me here, you've mentioned Archie Gray. I think Kevin Danso has really been a good player for us. Matisse Tell is giving absolutely everything as well. But we need to see players like Romero really step up to the mark now. He's meant to be the leader. He's meant to be the captain of this team. He needs to step up, show exactly what he's capable of, World Cup winner. But every single senior player needs to give absolutely more. I know I keep repeating that, saying that the players need to give more, because, you know, this season they haven't given what they are capable of. And it has been a collective problem. You know, there has been problems at board level, you know, all the way down to the bench. You know, with the managers, you know, the amount of managers that we've had, the players have underperformed. There's been boos at the stadium, home and away games. It has been a disaster of a season. If Spurs can somehow get to the end of the season and remain a Premier League team, you know, major changes do need to be made. And you guys have also mentioned the injury crisis as well under Ange Postecoglou, you know, in previous seasons, under multiple managers this season. You know, transfer windows need to be a lot better. There are so many issues at the football club right now. And as I say, it's very, very sad to see Spurs sit in the bottom 3.
Hey, we live in hope. We live in hope, Chris. Good luck.
Get Barry up to 100k, by the way.
Oh, well, we
yes,
tried.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, you know,
it's
Chris,
up to you, Chris.
A 20k donation from Chris Cowlin there. What a good man he is. We'll play the clip. Thank you, Chris. Chris Cowlin then, part of the talkSPORT network, as well, the host of the Spurs Chat podcast, and updates, of course, on the Sunday game day live with this. The Sizzler says, donated to the running man. Anything to help get to 80k. Nota Baladze.
Nota Baladze.
Hey, Broadcasting's Mark Pugac donated 50 quid. I want to hear this clip. Okay, we've got to get to 90 grand.
Thank you, Pugac.
We are at £80,007.
Come on now. We're over 80.
We need 10. Are we going to get it in an hour and 15? I don't think we're going to get it.
I think it's slowing down.
I don't know. You think it's slowing down?
Do we know how he's getting on? Do we know where he is on the course? Has he run past
should have about 2 minutes to go. Why isn't what reporter would be? Why isn't Graham Courtney there? You know.
Yeah, the judge. Why is Alan Biggs?
Where's Beaky?
I'll tell you why Alan Biggs isn't there. Too busy on the
He's
fags.
on the fags, isn't he? Where's Beaky? Come on, do that anyway. It's Max and Charlie with you until
it's the job for the Moose.
It's the Moose, of course it is the Moose, isn't it? Till 1:30. Come on, 9.
How does he go about saving Spurs? Because we were talking about this on the Premier League All Access podcast. He's a pure football man. He wants to play a certain way, but the time it takes to get that injected into the players' veins is not long enough for the time that he's had in terms of being on the training ground. So does he have to be a little bit more simple in his approach? Does he have to work with the resources he's got?
Yeah.
And what are those?
What has he had? He's probably had nearly 10 days maybe before the game kicks off. You can't have that hard approach, I don't think, at this stage. That's got to be something in the summer, and you work out who's with you, who's not. At the moment, he's got to work out what formation he's going to play, who's going to be his best players. And you look at the midfielders available, bring them down, Sam, like Bergvall, Gallagher, Paulinho, Sarr, Gray. Out of those centre midfielders, who do you choose out of them?
Well, it's great to have Bergvall back for a start, and it's great to have a choice, because one of the problems they've had over the season is they haven't been able to have a choice because there's been so many injuries.
But even going forward, Tell, Simmons.
Kudos has picked up a setback, hasn't he?
Exactly. Mwani, Solanke, Richarlison. He's got to work out which of these players is going to get the goals that they need. Van der Ven, second top goal scorer. Richarlison's got 9. Then Van der Ven and Romero have got 4. And then I think Tell's got 3. It's not good.
Good afternoon. You're listening to the warm-up on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. For the latest big trade deals, head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Wayne says, can we expect a charity single from a popular comedian covering a classic song? How about top comedian Justin Morehouse covering Billy Idol's White Wedding?
Oh, yes.
But changing the chorus to It's a Nice Day for Glenn Denning.
Oh, that's very good. Nice. That's good.
Isn't it?
Very good indeed.
Cliff says, just donated a tenner as a Spurs fan. I figured I could afford it on the basis the football will be cheaper in the Championship. Joe,
enjoy the Championship. Have a
Devonshire
laugh in the Championship. You'll enjoy it. Get on with it.
good
It's football.
fun.
Still your lads running out.
Yeah, Joe, the Devonshire Arsenal fan, soothing his wounds. 10 quid of my 31st birthday beer tokens redirected to the Barry Glendenning Just Giving page. You're all great people. 90k, and we play the clip where I fell off, I disappeared, and Barry turned into I Love Lamp Man. 80,344 quid.
Slowing, Max. Slowing. I think we've reached our peak, but it's gone very, very well.
No, come on. I believe in these. All we just need is someone
listening.
listening.
On comic relief, would I? That feels about it.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
in the morning,
that feels about it. We've got that Blackadder thing we were going to do, but I've seen it. It's not very good.
Come on, get Fern Cotton on. I've had enough of this. I'm going home. I think it's really slowed down, hasn't it? By the way, if you fancy attending the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Championships on Monday the 6th, we have 2 official Wimbledon debenture seats on centre court up for grabs. For all T's and C's and how to enter, go to talksport.com/win now. So let's play the footballer game.
Oh, yes.
Who's in for the footballer game today? Is it just me, you and Jeff? I've said it.
I'm very bad at this game, so I hope there's some other people. I think Mickey Gray's joining us, is he?
Mickey's joining us. Where's he?
No, he's not.
Are you there,
He's
Jeff?
not.
Jeff Peters?
Jeff Peters.
Another nonsense quiz. Hello, boys.
Jeff Peters.
Where are you, Jeff? You're at the City Ground for Forest Villa, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes.
Jeff Peters, king of the 8-liners.
Is he? Where's Perry Groves? What's he doing here? Why is the footballer game? Perry
didn't
too
join
tight
us
to donate
yesterday
to Barry
either.
Glendenning. I know.
Hi,
He said it'll be
Human
good as well.
Resources. Yeah, Charlie again. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Perry did join us yesterday, Charlie, of course.
Of course.
If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean.
If anyone wants to play the footballer game,
Oh, hang on, bing bong.
Good Perry
What was it
Groves,
called
please
for
walk
Jeff?
to reception.
Car
If anyone wants to play the football game in the next 1 minute, you
6012.
can call in if you pay £10 to Great Ormond Street. That's how you
point.
do it,
037.
Max.
Yeah, really good. If you want to play the footballer game, 03717 223344. First caller comes on to play me, Charlie, and Jeff Peters. It's not. We're happy you're here, Jeff. It's just a four-ways always.
I'll tell you
better.
who else
That's
is here,
how I see
Max.
the footballer game.
Any minute now, you're going to hear
Yes,
a
here
popular
he is.
voice. P. Groves.
P. Groves is here. Welcome, Perry.
Well, here we go.
Oh, getting his headphones on. He can't hear
Take
you
your
yet,
time,
Max.
Perry.
Hello, Maxwell. How's it going?
Ah, there he is.
Yeah, hello, Perry.
Very
How are you,
nice.
mate?
Well, late call up. You know what I mean? I was playing hard to
very late
get,
call
and
up.
no one asked me, so I thought, oh no, it's for a diva shopping.
That's a shame. Well, no one's asked me. No one's been and asked me. So actually, you can stick your game.
And I was dragged in. I pretended that I weren't bothered, but I was really.
You are,
yeah.
Okay, and very kind of you to donate your fee for today's show to Barry Glendenning's half marathon.
Yeah, very nice.
What's coming up on your show after us?
We are, obviously, it's Sunday Game Day Live, so we'll be previewing and reviewing all of today's games. Obviously, looking back, unfortunately, at yesterday's games, which I'll just skip over if we possibly can. Looking at a bit of Men in Black as well. And then updates, obviously, from Luton Stockport. Massive game.
That is a big game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, for both teams. So, yes, it's a fun-filled show today.
Where's Jeff?
Just an update.
Where is Jeff?
An update. Where's Jeff? Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
What game are you at, Jeff?
I'm at
his
Forest.
line's beeping.
Oh,
he is
yeah.
at
Oh,
Forest. Yeah,
I'm going to have to.
What's up, Jeff? You okay?
Oh, like that.
Oh, what's going on with Jeff? He's had an electric shock. Don't put your fingers in the plug, Jeff. What are you doing?
He's just got that Artemis too, has he? He's just gone back into the Earth sphere.
Go on, Mars. Who knew that Jeff was AI? Who knew he was the first AI? We've had him here for years.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He's a clanger.
Just an update. Barry he's done 12.66
Come on,
miles.
Barry.
Go on, Barry.
Come on, Barry.
Oh, I'm so proud of this guy. I can't believe it. Right. Anyway, let's play the footballer game. Come on, Reese is here. Hey, Reese.
Hi.
How are you? Out of 10?
I could have been a 12, but now I'm a 9, dropping to a 3.
Ooh. Okay, fine, good stuff. You like the shipping forecast? This is exciting, isn't it?
Dogger to the west.
Reese, soft, changing slightly, 4 to 62. Okay, let's play.
Our first footballer began his career at Nottingham Forest in the 2011-12 season, where he played twice and did not score. This earned him a move to Chelsea, where he played between 2012 and 2017, not playing or scoring, but taking in quite a few loans. His first loan was at the MK Dons in 2012-2013, scoring 4 goals in 14 games. His second loan was also at MK Dons in 2013-14, scoring 14
Josh
in 23.
McEachran.
No, he was loaned to Derby County in 2014, where he scored 8 in 21, and was then loaned to Middlesbrough between...
Tom Ince.
No, for 2014-15, scoring 17 in 38. He was then loaned to Crystal Palace, where he didn't score in any of his 6 games, and was loaned to Norwich, where he didn't score in any of his 7 games. That was in 2015-16. 2016-17 was his last loan move, where he didn't score in 6 games for Burnley. He then moved on permanently from Chelsea in 2017 for just the 1 season with Middlesbrough, where he scored 12 goals in 47 games. He then moved on to Leeds United, where he stayed between 2018 and 2025, scoring 56.
Bamford.
It is Patrick Bamford.
Okay. Thanks
You're
so much.
Mars.
That was good.
Yeah, you're on Mars. Oh, welcome, Jeff.
Jeff's back.
How are you,
I've
Jeff? Okay?
I've swapped from ISDN to Comrex, as you do.
Interesting stuff.
Bamford.
That's it. Peek behind
For the geeks
curtain.
out there.
Yeah.
I'm on IPDTL if you're interested.
There's a 4-hour time
okay.
difference to get to Jeff.
Max 1, Perry 0, Charlie 0, Jeff 0. But Jeff wasn't really playing in the first round, so here we go.
And no one else said a footballer other than Max in that whole... out of 4 people.
You've done work, well, not working out, you've done boxes and squares and rectangles.
I've written, and then I've written Bamford.
As if you've nearly got it. As if like,
He's done it. Barry's done it.
Barry's done it.
246,
Well done,
28.
Barry.
Yes.
Barry Glendenning.
Well done, Barry Glendenning. Unbelievable.
And he's raised £80,986 as we speak.
Come on, 900 more quid and we'll play the clip when he had a panic attack on air.
Sorry, mate.
Which is what he wants to
We need to get him on. We need to get him on.
if you have his first
question's
pint of
been
Guinness
asked,
in the
trust me.
back.
Yeah. Guinness as he goes.
Okay.
Splitting the G as we speak.
Player two. Here we go.
Our second footballer began his career at Portsmouth, where he stayed between 2000 and 2007, scoring 16 goals in 174 games. He was loaned. I think it was Jez. Yeah.
Here we go.
Sorry,
Jamie.
Portsmouth, was it?
Portsmouth to 2000 to 2007, scoring 16 in 174.
Yeah.
He was loaned out twice, once in 2003 to Walsall, where he didn't score in 7, and once in 2004 he was loaned to Cardiff, where he scored once in 9. He then moved on to Middlesbrough between 2007 and 2011, scoring 10 in 109 before moving on to West Ham between 2011 and 2013. It is Gary O'Neill.
Oh, well done. There he is. There's life on Mars. There he is.
Jeff Peters comes in at the back stick. Oosh. Gary O'Neill.
Yeah, well done. There we go. Max 1, Jeff 1, Perry 0, Charlie 0. Barry says, I just finished. I think the course was too short, is what he says. Okay, good stuff. Come on the radio. I'll say, come on the radio.
Please come on the radio.
Here we go.
£81,121.
Player 3, here we go.
Our final footballer began his career in 1989 at Pape, where he didn't score in 3 goals. He
Max Dowman.
Nope. He then moved on to Kumu.
1989, wasn't born.
Ian Culverhouse.
Okay, Pape, and then where's he gone?
Kumu. K-U-M-U. Where
Nora
he didn't
Jones.
score in 19. No. He then moved on to Mypa, M-Y-P-A, no.
Yeah.
Where he played between 1992 and 1995, scoring 8 in 96. He then moved on to Willem II in Holland, where he stayed between 95 and 99, scoring 3 in 100 games. This earned him a move to the Premier League, thankfully, where he played for Liverpool between 1999 and 2009, scoring 22 goals in 318 games before finishing his career at Bayer Leverkusen between 2009 and 2011, scoring 3 in 53.
I think he's a defender.
Oh, God.
I think he's a defender. I'm going to say
Stefan Honcho.
No, between 1992 and 2010.
Sammy Hippier.
It is Sammy Hippier.
Oh, good finish, Max. Good
Stanley
finish.
Matthews.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. So there we are. Okay, good footballer game. Max 2, Jeff 1. Thanks, Jeff. We'll get team news in a bit. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, bye.
Thank you, Perry. Have a lovely show.
Pleasure. I was still freewheeling from a brace the other week. I just went on easy street.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the bank, isn't it? It's like Rory won the Masters. He's won the. It's fine for Rory if he doesn't win. It's like it was fine for you.
Won it.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Gone on easy street.
Anyway.
To be honest, if you don't win it, you don't have to organise. It's like winning Eurovision. You have to organise it next year. You don't have to organise that
dinner.
That dinner.
You don't have to do a dinner.
Favourite meal.
So anyway, I can't believe Barry's run half marathon. I genuinely can't believe it.
Well
Absolutely
done, Baz.
amazing.
What was
we'll
the
get
time?
him on.
What was the time? Oh, he'll tell us.
It does it. 2:46:28. So there we go. Like, good for him. He plodded
He could have done that annoying last half hour of the show, couldn't he? Could have got in.
Yeah, he could have get it. I don't. Where does it finish? I don't know where it finishes. He's probably close by.
Pretty close by. Could come in.
Get him in. He may go to the pub. Anyway, keep your donations coming in. Just Giving, Barry Glendenning. If we get it to 90 grand, we'll play when he had a panic attack. It's Max and Charlie with you for another hour.
Managers can be petulant, players can be petulant, just like owners can be.
De Zerbi was. I mean, you know, you can say De Zerbi, and he's walked into the Tottenham job. You know, like.
Would you take him? Would you take him at Chelsea?
Right here, right now.
Why are you hesitating?
Well, because that's just it's a rhetorical question.
I know, but
would you take him at Spurs?
Yeah, I would have, but we got De Zerbi.
I know, but you're facing relegation.
You got Rossini as the manager.
That's not the question.
Okay, what's the question? Is would you take him at Chelsea?
No.
Why?
Well, that doesn't give you a reason, right? No.
What do you mean? I want a reason.
Because he's petulant.
No, that's not a reason.
Well, it is.
You've had loads of petulant managers.
I know, but
you've had hundreds of them.
They get sacked.
Okay, but that's absolute garbage. Don't tell me you wouldn't take Glasner over Rossini.
No. I wouldn't.
Oh, mate.
No.
What are you on about?
You're throwing your pen down.
What are you on about?
You're like a petulant
No,
child.
I know, but you're just an idiot. Like, I know you've got like a little Chelsea gig. I know you've got your little Chelsea gig going on over there.
I don't get my own way.
No,
so I'm throwing my pen down.
No,
How
mate,
childish are you?
No, that is absolute guff.
Throw that.
No, it's absolute guff. You're talking absolute garbage. Don't talk garbage. Glasner is a million times better manager than Insigne.
Okay.
Don't sit here and say you wouldn't have him at Chelsea.
No, not having at Chelsea.
Oh,
he's too petulant.
Oh,
no, you wouldn't. Can you imagine him? Can you imagine him with the owners?
Trying to get past him, and Paul Townend is sweeping past him on Ian Maximus, just as he did 2 years ago. You've barely seen this horse. He's timed it to perfection and has come through. Iroko's running on, but my goodness me, that is Paul Townend at his coolest, best to ensure victory, an epic victory for him and Willie Mullins.
Dominic Worthing says, just reluctantly pulled off my gardening gloves to donate to Barry's amazing effort. Well done, Bazza. Top
At least
work.
he said gardening gloves. Good, yeah, good news.
What other gloves would he? No, sorry. Took me a second. He excites the world, Barry Glendenning. That's what he does.
Exactly.
You know, celebrate however you want. I'm just giving. Barry
You
Glendenning,
do
come
you.
on. You do, yeah. From 65k to 81,000.
Yeah, we'll take that all day.
We get to 90. We'll play the clip. Rupert Bell, watch the Grand National. You heard him there, and he can do some Masters as well. Hey, Rupert.
Rupert.
Good afternoon, chaps. Yes, I'm ready to send. I've got to do a bit of gardening. I don't know what you've been talking about, but I'm getting my gardening gloves out, and before I settle down to watch the Villa and then watch the Masters. So I've got a full day in front of me.
What a life,
well, rock and roll. Yesterday, 3 days in Aintree is certainly rock and roll. But anyway, that's a different story.
Tell us about the race. Should we start with the national then? What did you make of the race?
An important moment. I am Maximus joining a very elite group of horses only I think the second horse to regain winning the national. Red Rum did it back in '77. So that was an amazing achievement in its own right. Paul Townend, again, winning with just the most perfect ride, an exhibition of race riding.
Came from nowhere, Rupert, didn't he? Came from nowhere.
And that's exactly what he did 2 years ago. And you may say that Ben Jones Jordans may have gone a little early and perhaps, got a little carried away and thought, I'm going to win from the Melling Road. But I can assure you that's a very long way from home. And that sort of opened the door, I think, for Paul Townend to sweep through. And even more credible, this horse was carrying top weight, which is a rare achievement to win the national. Red Rum managed to do it. And Willie Mullins has now joined an elite group of trainers to train the winner of the race 4 times. Ginger McCain did it 3 times with Red Rum and Amberley House. Fred Reimel did it. So it's a very special group of trainers that Willie Mullins has now joined. So a fantastic achievement all round. Incident-packed race. There was some high-profile fallers early on. Grangeclair West, Panic Attack. All in all, it was a dramatic contest. But when you want to watch someone ride a race and prove, the big time is which is the ultimate challenge for jockeys, that's how to do it. It's a bit like a footballer stepping up to the mark when it's a big game and just seems to have all the time in the world to assess what's going on. That's exactly what Paul Townend was able to do yesterday.
Let's talk about the golf, Rupert. I mean, it was an extraordinary day yesterday, wasn't it? Obviously, Rory is the headline, but just it's an amazing game, and it's amazing to see someone who's played so well for 2 rounds. You don't quite get it right, and it can all fall apart.
Yeah, and in a way, it's a bit like, I'm going to use a national analogy. Ben Jones went too early. Has Rory McIlroy gone too early with his first 2 days? And yesterday seemed to be a shadow of his former self. What he'd seen. He'd ridden his luck on the first 2 days.
Yeah.
He wasn't finding the fairway.
He was a bit left, right, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. It was Army Golf. And then in the end, it may have caught up with him yesterday. But he brought the pack back. Cam Young was brilliant. He's been playing some terrific golf this year. Very talented. Sam Burns, Justin Rose. I just wonder, Scotty Scheffler's at 7 under. Shane Lowry played really well, including that epic hole-in-one on the 6th hole. So it's set up nicely. And I just have a sneaky feeling that Justin Rose, once again, quietly going about his business, no fuss, no bother. I wonder whether, just like he did last year, he stormed through the back 9. I wonder whether he can come out and finally get himself over the line. I do fear for Rory today, but I could be proved horribly wrong, because that might just have been his one bad round of the week. And I know he went onto the practice range, but it's not going to be easy to try and emulate what Nick Faldo and Tiger Woods have done recently in winning back-to-back Masters.
Yeah, I just think the pressure on these players on the last day of the Masters is absolutely everything. I think it's the best major. I think it's the one they all want. They all want that green jacket. And the pressure is told on Rory before. There isn't that pressure particularly on him anymore. So he might today go, well, I had my bad day yesterday. Pressure's on Justin Rose not to come second again. Pressure's on Cam Young to try and win it for the first time. I like Lowry. I quite like Lowry to come through 9 under, not too far away. It's going to be great. I can't wait for it. It's going to be brilliant.
Oh, and I think the back 9, I think one of the advantages is, yes, we go to other majors have great venues, but if you watch the Masters year on year, you can immediately associate with yet more drama that happened on that back 9. And it comes back every year. So I think there's a familiarity that helps the non-golfing fan understand and say, right, we go to Amen Corner.
Amen Corner, yeah.
And then you suddenly go, right, well, what's going to happen at that par 3? What's going to happen at 11? Or what's going to happen
18,
at 13?
18, I always think, is so pressurised and so stressful. They always seem to knock it right into the trees and then have to chip it out. And
Actually, sorry, Charlie, do you think with Rory, because there was it the 14th and 15th, like he hold a couple, like do you feel like that could be like a turnaround for him? That at least he, like it was going wrong and then he turned it around a bit.
Well, but bearing in mind, if you think when he went on to win the Masters last year, he made a hash of the 13th, but then came back and started playing amazing shots. He is a roller coaster golfer. When you get, he can blow really cold, but if he's hot, it's scorching. And if he can just say yesterday was the bad one, and then actually can freewheel and set himself up for a challenge on the back nine, it won't hold any demons for him now, trying to get over the line. So that might be the advantage he has mentally. For others, there will be pressure. If Scotty Scheffler's looming up, then he hasn't got anything to worry about. But for Justin Rose, if he can suddenly start to smell it, that actually I might get over the line, will he suddenly get twitchy? Shane Lowry does sometimes get a little twitchy in the really serious moments. So that's why I think it's going to be more mental than anything else, once again. And that's half the fascination of the final 9 of the Masters, that mental sort of battle you've got to deal with, and then how you come out the other side. And that's why I will be glued, like so many other people, to it this evening.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely amazing.
And winning it last year, does that... it's the interesting thing about, going again, and this is the same for football or whatever, the motivation to do it. I'm not saying, of course, all these elite sports people have incredible motivation all the time, but it is those fine margins. Does it relax you? Does it, Rory, can be a bit, it's not a free hit, but it is a bit like, hey, like it's okay,
I think in his case, he has to somehow go with that approach. It's okay. If he doesn't, then I think the problem's if he says, well, actually, the money's irrelevant. Don't worry about the money. That's that. They're not playing for that. These guys are not playing for money. No. What they're playing for, it's to leave their mark on the roll of honour, to be a Masters champion. So it plays mental mind games. I think if he can relax, there was a lot of hype yesterday before the round. Look at him relaxed. No, he wasn't. He's not relaxed. He knows he wants to now. It's almost now I've done the Grand Slam. Now I need to kick on again. So is he going to put himself under more pressure to say, well, I've done it. I don't want to be seen as someone. I've achieved an amazing something that many golfers, so few golfers have achieved. He actually now wants to be seen to kicking on and actually winning more of them. And to win a second green jacket would, I think, then help him then to freewheel into other majors. But if he loses from 6 leading by 6 at the halfway stage, which has never happened before in a major when someone's leading by 6 shots, then that's another blot on his CV.
Yeah, I like that you look a little bit like Rupert today with your bright light. You're
the Emperor
under nuclear attack. You're in threads or something. You just
I think Emperor Palantine or whatever it is. That sort of
very bright light on you there, Rupert.
Well, star. No, I don't know.
Sort your lighting out is what you're saying. Come on, we're the visual generation now. Rupert the Bell. Get it sorted. Good stuff, Rupert.
I'm old school, but this vision malarkey, Sunday morning, you don't have to put the makeup on
Sunday morning.
Makeup on a Sunday morning.
We're caked in it. Cheers, Rupert. Have a good day, my friend.
No problem. Will do.
Also, if he wins it again, right, you could go out for dinner with your mates and have it on and go, oh, look at me. And they go, yeah, having a laugh. And then he could take it off and have another one on and go, do the gag
what a great
twice.
Bit. A great bit.
It's a good bit, yeah. Anyway, Max and Charlie with you until 1:30. We'll get team news from the 2 o'clock kickoffs, and then the man of the moment joins us.
Eddie Howe deserves to keep his job, definitely in the summer, rebuild his squad of players, probably no European football next season. But you have to be honest and say the Premier League season hasn't been good enough at Newcastle standards. That's
But is that because of the fact that they haven't got a deep enough squad?
Of course, they haven't got a deep enough squad, but the players that they've had available, they shouldn't be behind Sunderland in the league.
But aren't we back to the same discussion that we had when we were talking about Aston Villa? And that is that they have owners that are wealthy, probably wealthier than everybody else, but yet they're unable to spend because of the financial restrictions. And as a result, that's keeping them further down the pecking order.
Who do you think?
Because you look at their last few seasons, Champions League, qualification, then out.
Yep.
Great season getting to the winning the cup competition, getting to the Champions League, and then out. So what's next season? Another great season, and then the following season not being able to sustain it?
The problem they've got...
It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Because
the problem they've got as well is, do they have to sacrifice a player as well, like Aston Villa have? Is that Tonali? Is that Ramirez? Which one is it that they have to sacrifice?
Tonali will go in the summer.
What sort of figures are you thinking for him?
80.
And where will he go?
Manchester.
Ooh.
Which one?
Take your pick.
But the interesting thing there
think
is
he'll end up at City or United.
Is that Elliot Anderson is a target, isn't he, for Manchester United? But you're not going to
target for both
of those in, are you?
Well,
one will go one. Afternoon, you are listening to Warm Up on talkSPORT. Max Rushden and Charlie Baker with you till 1:30. Charlie in for Barry because Barry ran a half marathon today.
On purpose.
We have been on purpose. Raising money for Great Ormond Street Hospital, and he is on the line. Hey, Baz.
Hey, Baz.
Hello.
Hello, Barry. Wow, you ran a long way. He's run to Mars. This is good. There is a very long delay.
There he is.
Look at his grinning face.
Look at his face. Just look at his face.
There is a very, very long delay, Barry. But just tell us, how was it?
It was an incredibly unpleasant experience, Max, as I suspected it would be. I mean, I'm used to plodding around the perimeter of various South London parks on my own, so it was nice to run with company. Crowds are very helpful, lots of kids handing out jelly babies and offering high fives, and lots of bands and music. But as you know, Max, I did this half marathon mainly just to spite you, so I'm glad it's finished. I believe, I'm told that you and Charlie and the team have been busy fundraising for me while I was out plodding around the London Landmark Half Marathon course. Is this true?
You've been very much the Pudsey Bear of today's show, Barry.
All right, okay. I wasn't listening. I'm apologise to say, but so what are we at now? I haven't looked.
We are at £82,118.
Oh
and we've said
God.
if we get to 90 grand by half one, we'll play the clip when I disappeared and you had to host the show by yourself.
Oh, that is unbelievable. I'm genuinely moved by that. Thanks, everyone.
People really love you, Barry. People really genuinely love you.
When you got to the finish line, did you feel emotional about it or just relief? Like what the moment when you got close? Because, you know, you running, I don't know when was the last time you ran, but like 20 years. So when you got to the finish line, how did you feel?
I'll be honest, I felt surprised because I thought I had another mile left.
Did you go the right way?
Either the course was short or Strava is on the blink, but according to Strava, I had nearly a mile left, and I saw the finish line. I said, this can't be right. But it was, and I crossed the line, and I asked the steward, I said, have I taken a shortcut by mistake or something? Because according to Strava, there's another 3/4 of a mile to go. And he said, no, a lot of people are asking me that. And apparently it's something to do that when you're running through tunnels or something, it doesn't register with Strava. Anyway, it's a boring detail. The answer to your question is I didn't feel emotional. I felt surprised and delighted. I was worried I would get emotional, but I think that will come when Sunderland beat Spurs later this afternoon.
More
What are you doing
importantly,
this
not
afternoon?
the last time you ran, Barry. When's the next time you'll run?
Well, Scottish Sparta Jim reckons I'll never run again. I think I will keep it up.
Good.
I mean, I've been training since the end of October. Not only have I not lost weight, I've put on weight. So figure that one out. And it's not muscle. I'm showing my gut. It ain't muscle. I'm telling you now. So I think I will try to keep it up to like 4 or 5 miles a few times a week. But this endurance running is not for me, Clive. I mean, is it Sunday or the week after the London Marathon is on? I just doff my hat to anyone who has the courage to take that on, because I think 30 miles is about my limit.
What's the plan for the afternoon, Barry?
I'm going to go home. I'm going to have some food and watch the Sunderland game. And I'm meeting some friends in the pub at 4 o'clock to watch the other game. And I'm going to have the most righteous sex test pints I've ever drunk in my life. I think six might be a conservative estimate. Yeah.
That's well, Barry.
This afternoon.
We are very proud.
No apologies for it whatsoever.
No, not at all. The listeners love you, Barry. They've raised so much money for you.
Well, I love them. I mean, they raised over 20 grand while I was out on the road. So thanks.
Yeah. Mate, you're a good man.
Good man, Barry. Good man.
You deserve your righteous pints. And if you haven't done 13 miles, you'll have to give all the money back and do it again. But well done, Baz. Good man.
Cheers,
Barry Glendenning there. Just giving, Barry Glendenning. I think we need to go to VAR for Barry's finish. Does he need to go back, says Tony?
No, it's just,
anyway, well done, everybody. And thanks so much for raising all that money. Still got to raise a bit more, otherwise we're not going to play the clip. You know, we make promise. We don't.
Max, the majority, you read so much, you see so much. If you spend your life on social media, you can see loads of horrible people. But the majority of people, the large majority of people, are really nice, kind, good people.
Yeah.
And
I agree with you.
We need to platform those people a lot more than the other type that seem to get all the platform. And
I agree with you.
I love our listeners, and I love Barry, and I love you, Max. And thanks very much, listeners.
Let's get team news from the 2 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. Paul Mitchell is at the Stadium of Light to watch Spurs hammer Sunderland. Fingers crossed. Hey, Paul.
Good afternoon, guys. Lots of changes going on for these two lineups. Regis Libris makes 4 changes from the side that beat Newcastle, including a returning goal for Robin Roofs. Mukulele, Ronaldo and Lefebvre will come in. Gertruda Humantabi all drop out. So for Tottenham, last time out, the 3-0 defeat against Nottingham Forest. Roberto De Zerbi coming in looking for that managerial bounce, while Kinski replaces the injured Vicario in goal. We expected that. And then there's 4 changes in the outfield positions. Spence, Sark, Danzo and Tell all out. In come Udogi, Bergevall. Conor Gallagher returns to give some much needed energy to the Spurs side, and Kolo Miami as well comes in. Big afternoon. Spurs, the only Premier League side not to have won in 2026. Can they change that today? That's the big question here at the Stadium of Light.
It's astonishing, isn't it? It's April the 12th and Tottenham haven't won this season. Thank you, Paul. Let's go to Alfie Reynolds, who's at Selhurst Park for Palace Newcastle. Hey, Alfie.
Yeah, hi Max. Lots of changes for both sides here as well. 6 for Newcastle, that's from the Sunderland defeat pre-international break, and 5 for Palace following their win over Fiorentina in the Conference League. So starting with the home side, Henderson remains in goal. The back 5 is actually unchanged. Munoz and Mitchell, the wing-backs, Richards, Lacroix and Camvo, the 3 at the back. In front of them, though, it's all changed. Lerma, Hughes, Johnson, Pino and Strand Larsen all coming in. For Newcastle, Trippier, Byrne, Ramsey, Voltemada, Alanga and Barnes are all on the bench. It's Livramento, Chow, Tonali, Miley, Murphy and Osula that come in for Eddie Howe's side. So Ramsdale in goal, Miley, Botman, Chow and Hall at the back. It then looks like Osula will lead the line with Gordon, Murphy, Livramento and Joel Linton possibly in behind. We get underway at 2. It's Crystal Palace against Newcastle.
Thanks, Alfie. Let's go to the City Ground. Lots talked about Spurs today, but a massive game for Forest and a big game for Villa in their chase for the Champions League spots. Jeff Peters. Is it small man in a box?
Small man in the box.
Is it Jeff
Good
Peters?
news.
Is it small man in a box?
Jeff Peters.
What a time
Speak up,
to do
Jeff.
small man in a box.
Speak up, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
No, we can't hear you, Jeff. No.
Where is Jerry so far
All
away?
I can hear you say is Michael Bublé.
Here it is. It's like this. Jeff Peters here's got the score. It's the
And here's Jeff Peters.
City ground. The City ground. There's 4 changes for City. 5 changes for Aston Villa from that win at Bologna. If you can hear me, I don't know if you can hear me. All right. Hey, Jez has been in touch, Charlie, while we try and get Jeff Peters for team news. Point of order here. Oh, Jeff Peters, team news at the City ground. Hey, Jeff.
So Forest much change from their 1-1 draw in Porto. Only Murillo and Gibbs-White remain. Villa, who won 3-1 at Bologna, make 2 alterations. Lindelof and Barkley in for Concert and Buendia. Jadon Sancho not in the squad. Forest sells in goal Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo and Williams. Anderson and Sangare central. Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White and Hutchinson behind Igor Jesus. Villa have Martinez in goal, Cash, Lindelof, Torres and Digne. Onana, Tielemans, Barkley, McGinn, Rodgers and Watkins. It's Forest and Villa at the City ground.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it was a bit loud the second time.
A bit loud, wasn't it? Too much. Too much.
Donating a tenner for every one of Barry's righteous 6 pints in the hope of a replay of his solo hosting debacle. We love you, Baz. Great work. Jez says this. Point of order. Gift aid takes the total so far to 93 grand. Get that clip played. Go on then. We will find a time, don't you worry. It is Max and Charlie with you on talkSPORT. And sorry to bang on about it, but what you've done today is absolutely astonishing to get it up to £82,801 so far. Amazing that Barry ran a half marathon. Literally not run in 20 years 6 months ago. It's totally astonishing. And more inspirational than, your elite athlete, high performance, Instagram reels.
Very much.
Getting out there and plodding your miles and raising an amazing amount of money for Great Ormond Street. I'm very proud of him and so thankful to all of you for your donations. We'll do some Chelsea in a bit. Justin Morehouse will join us for Guess the Attendance as well. And we'll play that clip. Go on then.
Robertson at Liverpool, Ellen the show, but here's a reminder what Robertson achieved in his career. He'll leave Anfield after 9 years. 9 years, brilliant. Over 375 appearances and having won every trophy available. What about that for a career, Ray? Did you win every one?
What's that, Al? Weren't listening.
Rob won 375 appearances.
Did he?
For Liverpool, and he's won every trophy available.
I didn't win the Champions League. That's the only one we was missing for us. We won the League Cup. I won the League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Cup Winners' Cup. I think it was UEFA Cup. Cup Winners' Cup was.
And he came with Maguire, didn't he, from Hull?
Who's another great player who's playing tonight? Who come from Hull? You get that? He's playing tonight. Yeah, that's a clue for you. Another great signing.
Of course,
Bowen. He come from Hull City.
Of course, he did.
All the fantastic players who play for Hull. Who did I play for? Hull City.
I love that. I love the. Do you know the way he strikes the ball? He's hardly any backlift. But
Good afternoon, you're listening to the Warm Up on talkSPORT. Max Rushden and Charlie Baker brought to you the good people of Travis Perkins. For the latest big trade deals, head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. If you're just joining us, Charlie in for Barry today because Barry ran a half marathon. I did love Jamie's message. Did you hear it, Charlie? I read it out.
Yes, very good. I like that very much. It was very funny.
Someone
and
say
I
something
fully agree.
stupid.
No hugging, no
Although-
learning is what you're meant to do. But, you know, I quite like hugging and I quite like learning. So
Yeah, but I love you. Anyway, sorry to Jamie, but Nick says, listen, hi, Max and Charlie. I just found myself getting quite emotional listening to Barry's reaction to how much has been raised during the show today. You're absolutely right to make the point. There are a lot of kind, lovely people out there, and listening to the show today has definitely lifted my spirits. Can't wait to hear the clip. Keep up the good work and the positive vibes. Look, we said if we get to 90, we'd play the clip of when the internet went down here. And so Barry was left to, fly solo. And it was, I didn't hear it. I mean, I've watched it back many, many, many times. We're at £83,341, just giving Barry Glendenning. Look, we've done enough. We will pay it, but give generously still, please. Now, Man City go to Stamford Bridge today. Let's do a bit of Chelsea with Simon Johnson, Chelsea correspondent for The Athletic. Hey, Simon.
How are we?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Yeah, very good. So it's fun. Is it fun covering Chelsea? I mean, it must be quite fun.
It has its moments, Max. Sometimes you wish for a quieter life for a couple of weeks. But no, I mean, there's never a dull moment. I've covered Chelsea for over 2 decades, and it's trophies, it's crisis, it's managers in, managers out, financial figures, which is probably the most sort of dullest part of the job is talking finances, but yeah, there's always a story at Chelsea, and as a journalist, that's exactly what you want.
We can hear a bit of Liam Rosenior being asked, generally about how things are going.
It's been nice. It's been the first week since I've been here that we've had 2 clear training days in a row to work on things. I don't think a magician can make a team look exactly how he wants to in the time that I've been at the club, but I want to adapt. I want to evolve the team, but never at the expense of winning in the short term. You can't change too much too soon. And that's something that I looked at with the staff. We looked at any international break to make sure we don't change too many things so that we can win games in the short term, but still work towards what we want in the long term.
I really want him to succeed, Simon. I like him. You like young English coaches. There aren't enough black coaches in the game, and that is for sure. And yet, at the same time, the sort of LinkedIn vibe, I'm sort of quite anti that world, and it's quite interesting to hear the way he talks about the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that Rosenior has a way of talking that sort of gets people talking, not perhaps in the most positive light. He's been on the receiving end of quite a lot of criticism and memes on social media. But the best way to silence all that is to win games. And when he started in the first few months, that was exactly what Chelsea were doing, and the noise died down. Unfortunately, before the international break, Chelsea went on a run of 4 straight defeats, including that joint record club Champions League defeat to Paris Saint-Germain over 2 legs, and a very poor defeat at Everton. It wasn't just the scoreline, it was the man of the performance. Now, the ship was steady a little bit. I think with the international break, I think it did everyone good for the players to go away and just have a break from it all. Of course, they beat Port Vale, as you'd expect, last week in the FA Cup. But there's a lot of noise, of course, with the Enzo Fernandez, what he's been doing away on international duty. Mark Cucurella, speaking to The Athletic, has made some quite damning criticisms about the decision to move on from Enzo Maresca. So there's still an awful lot for Chelsea to prove, and it starts today against Manchester City, a team they haven't beaten since the Champions League final in 2021, which I think shows that Chelsea as a major force haven't really been there for 5 years since winning that Champions League. So the rot kind of set in a little bit before this new ownership even took over.
I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I don't really have a say in it, but the Enzo Fernandez situation, I think he's been pretty brave there. Actually, Simon, I think he's shown that he is in charge of the club. He's not there for a jolly, or as a favour. He wants to be in charge of the club, and he's brave enough to do the job.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just him. Of course, the hierarchy as well were aligned in this decision. But yeah, I think it is a strong call. You have to remember that Enzo Fernandez is essentially the captain in Reece James's absence. He's now injured, unfortunately, again. So to have one of your main leaders in the dressing room going away and flirting with another club in Real Madrid, clearly, and also making quite critical comments about, like I said, the decision to get rid of Maresca. I can understand sort of like the club not being very happy about it. Now, suspending him for Port Vale alone wouldn't have sent much of a statement, because Chelsea, as they showed last week, could have basically put their B team out and still beat the side at the bottom of League One. But for him to be left out of this huge game against Manchester City, that really is sending a message not only to Fernandes but to the whole dressing room that, look, if you want to move away, focus, deal with that in the summer. The key is Chelsea. That's got to be the priority. Focus on the here and now. What I thought was quite interesting on Friday, though, in the pre-match press conference, is Rosinia basically implied that it's not all done and dusted, that there is more to be resolved before Fernandes is well and truly welcomed back into the fold.
Do you get the sense? I get the sense, and you must speak to more Chelsea fans than I do. My cousin Stuart aside, and as you chat to him a lot, but
best buds
that they are just frustrated with the project. What a terrible word to involve with football, but the idea of buying young and really long contracts, and everyone going, just buy 2 old people to sit in the middle and tell everyone what to do. Is there a frustration? Look, they could. They're still in the FA Cup, aren't they? They could win a cup. They could win a trophy. It'd be classic Chelsea to win something this season, given this. But do you sense a real sense of frustration amongst the fans?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a protest. The second one of the season that's been called ahead of the Manchester United game next Saturday. The first protest early in January was a bit of a damp squib. I think this one has got far more possibility for it to make more of a noise. But I think the frustration is, look, there were signs of an upward curve. In the first season's ownership, they finished 12th, then they finished 6th. And then last season was 4th, qualifying for the Champions League for the first time, plus the 2 trophies. This is now the 4th season. If they'd kicked on from here and sort of actually had a title challenge, not saying they go on to win it, but I think that was the hope, that they'd sort of go on and actually really establish themselves as a top three team, and really sort of become a consistent side that performs on a weekly basis. They're actually gone backwards. I think there's a frustration with the summer transfer window that they didn't really kick on. There's a couple of players that have made their mark in João Pedro and Esteval William, but there's been other signings. I think Jamie Gittins and Garnacho in particular, the 2 of the left wing, not really sort of strengthened that area. And at centre back, it's been an obvious issue now. pretty much since Thiago Silva left. Didn't help that Levi Colwill suffered pretty much a season-ending injury on the first day of pre-season training. I think there's a feeling that if they'd just gone and signed a couple of sort of stalwarts just to knit it all together, that Chelsea would have kicked on a bit more instead of being this, they'll come good in 2 or 3 years, sort of potential coming good sort of vibe that Chelsea still give off.
Yeah, it's such an interesting.
So
I don't
odd.
know. It just feels weird, Simon. It just feels like I said that. I think we felt this at the start of the season. Now, it's like a slightly weird.
They could turn up and win today. You know, I don't think this is a free hit for Man City at all, because Chelsea can turn up and be a really good side.
Well, I think sort of what summed Chelsea up in a nutshell was the PSG game in the first leg. Because for 70-odd minutes, they went toe-to-toe with the Champions League holders, looked very, very good. And then, essentially, with the masters of their own downfall, with just horrific, naive defending and playing out from the back. You can't get away with these kind of mistakes at the highest level. And I think that's where a lot of the frustration lies, is that some of the same mistakes are still being made that were being made sort of 3 or 4 years ago, and Chelsea would have hoped, and Chelsea fans would have hoped they'd kicked on by now. I mean, you go back to the highs of late November when they beat Barcelona, hammered them at Stamford Bridge 3-0, and then outplayed Arsenal with 10 men when Caicedo was sent off in the first half, and there really was a feel-good vibe around the place, but since then, Enzo Maresca's gone, another change of manager, and it just feels like they're treading water rather than really taking many steps forward. But, like you say, they qualify for the Champions League and win the FA Cup for the first time in 8 years, and then it will suddenly be a really good season and something else to build on for next campaign.
Yeah, good stuff, Simon. Thanks for coming on.
Simon.
Cheers, guys.
Enjoy the game. We'll keep you posted, of course, on Chelsea, Manchester City in Game Day Live with Sam Matterface and Perry Groves after us. Charlie, do you fancy attending the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis
I would
Championships
absolutely
on Monday?
love to. It's one of my
July the
dreams
6th?
to go to Wimbledon.
Yeah, we got 2 tickets for the official Wimbledon debenture seats on centre court up for grabs. For full T's and C's and how to enter, go to talksport.com/win now. Is that okay?
I don't think I'm allowed, but yeah, I will do.
Okay, fine. 83,000.
Rangers were 2-1 down in there now.
Yeah, I know.
3-2 up. That's very
Yeah, they're 3-2 up now. They've turned that around, haven't they?
they've
Birmingham
turned it
1 up against Wrexham in the Championship. That is live on talkSPORT 2 right now. So that's another dent after Wrexham got hammered by Southampton in the Championship. If they lose that one, another dent in their playoff ambitions. More importantly, £83,910 now raised. So what you've added in this hour and a half has been unbelievable. Just giving Barry Glendenning. He's not here.
Guess the attendance would be good with guess how much they raised. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Well,
I've
just said
did
it.
they raise? I know we don't.
Oh, right. I see on other charity
things.
What, Live Aid, Comic Relief,
Oh, no, you find
1994.
people just giving pages, but in 2012, someone, Max Rushden ran the Stroud 10K, but how much did he raise?
Okay. Well, look, it's an idea, Charlie.
Quite boring. Quite boring.
You can do it on Virgin between 2 and 6.
I will be on Virgin
if you're-
between 2 and 6. Tune in if you like.
Yeah, do that.
indie
Thanks for
music.
doing this show just before that show.
I like it. I
Hard
like having
work.
fun, Max. I like radio. I like
Yeah, it's
talking to
good fun,
you. I
isn't
like football. I like music.
Yeah.
What else
All
am I
the
gonna do?
things. Justin Morehouse is going to join us next for Guess the Attendance.
Ethan and Wary and Miles Lewis Skelly this summer, and we're talking about maybe 100 million for the pair. That's too much, surely.
Well, no, I mean they're great prospects, aren't they?
100 mil for
Skelly's probably just he's not had a great time lately. He's just fell away from that first team a little bit. He's got a lot of people in front of him at the moment. And Capio, who's come in, he's done a really good job on that left hand side. You've got Calafiori as well. So I feel for him a little bit because you're a young player. You went through that little bit of stage where your form ain't great. A lot has happened in his career very quickly, Al. I mean, scoring a goal for England, playing for your country at a young age. So it might have just caught up with him a little bit, but he's just got to keep working hard and see where it takes him. Waineri's on loan at the moment, but he's a top player as well. A really, really
and you're really
great
happy
talent.
with young Max, aren't you?
Oh, Max he's doing different class. 16. People forget he's only 16. It's amazing. He changed the game. He changed the game when he come on against Everton. He looked like
and was getting back and helping out.
Yeah, and he scored that first goal. As I said before, his family must be so proud to watch him. Has gone through the ranks and all that, and he's a really good, grounded young kid. So he's going to be a real prospect. Look, things can go wrong still, as in football. You know what it's like. Al, you had a poor injury, didn't you, yourself?
Yeah.
And injuries can affect you.
A gradual injury.
But I think the technology now is a lot better from when you was around, I should imagine. But he's got everything going for him. He's just got to keep working hard, and he's going to make a difference as well. And he's a real talent, absolutely. So Rangers were 2-1 down to Falkirk. They've turned that around. 3-2 up now.
40 now.
Just about an hour gone. 4-2, is it?
Just scored, yeah, they've just scored.
Yeah. Well, it takes a bit longer for the goals in Scotland to reach.
Does it reach?
Birmingham,
Yeah, sure.
Birmingham 1 up. I can't, you should have a spoiler alert. Birmingham 1 up on Wrexham. That's over on talkSPORT 2. Barry Glendenning not here today because he ran a half marathon. And so far, thanks to you, amazing. He's raised 84,050 quid now. It's unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Let's play Guess the Attendance.
Oh, yeah.
Today, top journalists. No, there aren't any of those. Top comedian.
There's no journalists here.
Top comedian Justin Morehouse takes on top comedian Charlie Baker. Welcome, Justin.
Hi, you all right?
Hi, Justin.
Yeah, good. Can you believe Barry ran a half marathon?
I can believe that. And can I tell you something? I saw how much money he raised and I was blown away, right? Absolutely blown away. And then I also thought, I can't be bothered now. He's raised loads.
Yeah.
Got me off the hook.
Yeah, someone else has done it for you.
I'm afraid, Justin, everyone who's been on the show you have to pay to come on today. That's what we're doing. And that's
there's an irony there, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, there is an irony. Your earnings from Guess the Attendance so far, Justin?
What the full total to date?
Yeah.
Including pension contributions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And holiday pay, sickness pay. 0.
Yeah.
£0. Good stuff.
£0,
a good earner.
yeah.
It is a good earner. But yes, £84,050.
I'm going to see Justin tomorrow. I'm going to see him tomorrow or Tuesday, maybe even both. It's exciting, isn't it?
Probably
lucky man.
Going to be tomorrow, I think, Charlie.
Oh, that's sad.
I'll have had enough of you by Tuesday.
Oh, that is true. That is what it's like. I'm fun for like 10 minutes.
No, I've got to record my podcast on Tuesday morning. My podcast, The Good Days Are Coming.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one. You should listen to it.
If you're a Manchester United fan.
If you're a Manchester United fan, yeah. I think what I've discovered is maybe we should just each show just ask for donations for us.
Yeah,
because we've raised about 20k today.
That's a good idea.
I could do that every show.
Well, you're on less than that.
Say again?
You're on less than that per show.
A lot less.
I don't want to talk about it. Just a
Don't bring it.
No, it's like if I do a 3-hour show, it's 20. If I do a 3-hour show, it's 2.5. I'd just say knock a bit off because it's not fair, is it?
Yeah.
Give it to someone else. Let's play, guys. We begin at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Brighton 2. 2 goals for Mats Viffer. Thomas Bramall of Sheffield refereed the game, aptly named. But how many were there at Turf Moor, Justin?
24,000.
24,000. Charlie?
24,001.
20,408. 1-0 to Justin Morehouse. Let's go
This could
to
be a 5-0 drubbing, I think.
the Valley. It could
What
be.
I'm going to
It's
do
gonna-
is I'm going to eke it out like Tyson Fury did last night.
I mean,
my midriff is exactly the same shape as well.
And your voices, of course, as everyone get one text every single week. What's Tyson Fury doing? Guessing attendances.
It looked like somebody had filled a milkshake and then just carried on into his shorts. Brave, aren't I?
Hey, John,
very brave.
John
And
Busby.
especially he lives near you as well. You know, he turns up at the comedy store sometimes.
Yeah, the
John
dosser.
Busby.
You're a duffer.
You don't have to put on a voice, Justin. Just do your voice fine. That's what we have to do. John Busby of England refereed, was at the Valley to referee Charlton 1, Preston North End 2. A big win for Preston in the Championship. Their goals from Mr. Dobbin and Mr. Potts. But how many were there? How many were there, Charlie, at the Valley?
The funeral directors were also playing up front for Preston.
Yeah, Dobbin
and Potts of Preston.
Busby. We used to shout Busby if we saw a British Telecom van, which was yellow and blue. For some reason, we'd shout
Well,
Busby.
you knew how to live, didn't
and
you?
then we'd punch each other. If we
Okay.
saw it first. It's just
Newton Abbott for you.
simple ways.
You just used to punch each other who saw a phone.
Yeah,
in Devon.
Busby. I'm going to say 14,999.
I'm going to say 15,000.
18,902. He does this a lot, Charlie. Don't worry. He plays this a
Tell you
lot.
what, though, they get a lot of the Valley, don't they?
Yeah, they do well there. Yeah,
Tiny
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Charlton, you know.
Well,
Get across it, Charlie. Get across it.
Yeah. The Brick Community Stadium, Wigan Athletic 2, Mansfield 1 in League One. Ollie Yates of England refereed this game. But how many were there to watch Wigan 2, Mansfield Town 1? Justin?
You know, this is embarrassing. This is a ground I've been to more than once.
Yeah, you can see out your window, can't you?
Mansfield bringing many is my question.
On the stag do.
Hey, look at that.
12,000. I've overshot that, Charlie. There's a little hint for you there, a little tip for you there.
I think you've overshot.
I've well overshot
You've
that.
overshot that.
Yeah.
I want to try and get it a bit spot on, but I'm going to say 11,999.
10-1-9-6,
Yeah, the hole in
2-1.
the format, you see. There you go.
The game is. There's no hole in the format.
Well,
I've
there
had
is.
to
You
send
should be. If you
emails
get it,
to
if you
members
get
of
it
management
within
about this, Charlie.
If you get it within 50,
Charlie.
if you get it
Charlie,
within 50,
Charlie,
you
as
should
well.
get
Charlie,
bonus
whoa.
points.
I'm
This
walking.
is the
If you
Price
carry
is
on
Right.
talking like this,
Yeah, I agree with you. Me too. I'm just leaving. We've got
Leave
2
it.
attendances to guess.
Wow.
pure. There's a purity to this. There's a
This is the Price
simplicity.
is right. It's
It's
how
not a
much is the
birthday
fridge,
spread.
higher or lower.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. This is a
Top
long
rated.
running. This is a long running quiz where
No frills.
where
Quick save.
Quick save, no frills.
One former
No frills
senior
bleach
person-
used to be 8p.
Yeah.
I worked in quick save. No
Yeah.
frills
But do you win
bleach,
it?
8p.
Do you win it if you get it right? Who wants to go on the Price is Right to win a bottle of bleach? You don't want that, do you? Anyway, we go now to the Caldera Abbey Stadium. Cambridge United 4,
Oh, yeah.
Notts County 0. Yes, back into the automatic third place game in hand. Go Bromley on
What are
Thursday. Could
Cambridge
win the
getting
title.
these days? What
Call
are they
me Nostradamus, but I reckon we're going to go Scotland after this.
getting?
There's a formula.
It's checked.
I'm
It's
not
checked.
saying anything. Not saying anything. How many were there, Charlie, to watch Cambridge beat Notts County?
8,999.
8,999.
8998.
I thought there was going to be some shade back there.
6,482.
What's your guess, please, Justin?
I said 8998.
Okay, yeah. It was our biggest attendance of the season. It was a sellout. It was 7,983. So it
I
was a
was
win.
only over by a 1,000.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
Justin might showboat
20%.
there and lose. Yeah.
I nearly did.
Would have been good.
Bear in
plus
mind,
John says
Cambridge,
Cambridge. Yeah.
Cambridge, Charlie, average
Yeah.
between 6 and 7. When they're doing well, glory hunters turn up.
Yeah.
When they're not, more around the 6,000 mark.
Yeah, and it's important.
Second
They'll be back in the National League soon. I won't
The
worry
average
about
has gone up since they went down.
Yeah, I know, because well-run club, good people there. Yeah, footballing
Yeah,
hotbed.
one-
East Anglia.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
says.
Terrible
John says.
gig. Terrible
Fury
gig if
doesn't-
you ever do Cambridge. It's awful.
And also,
Tyson Fury,
Tottenham
yes.
are not doing too well. So You know, those people who have the half and half allegiances.
Yeah, I'll lean into Cambridge because they're doing well. Yeah,
Stop it.
Exactly, yeah. Well
John says Tyson Fury
Not
does
a
a
real
brilliant
football
impression
fan.
of Justin. Oh, for goodness sake. Slough 1, Torquay 5. National League South, Arbor Park. Joseph Dan pie. That's one of my favourite pies, the Joseph Dan pie.
We get it where you slice it.
Yeah, he refereed.
Got it with the crust.
Justin, how many were there at Slough?
4-0 up in 29 minutes.
Oh, Slough, John Betjeman's favourite place. 2,800. I've no idea.
2,800?
No idea.
2,799.
1,292. Final
I've
score.
no idea.
Justin 3, Charlie 2. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you,
I
Justin.
see you tomorrow, Charles.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll message you.
Yeah, love you, mate. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Max. Had a lovely day.
Lovely day. Barry Glendenning raised at the time of for the tape £84,280. So here is the moment where I fell off air and Barry took the reins. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your generosity. We really appreciate it.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to the warm-up with Max Rushden and Barry Glendenning. Max has disappeared for the moment, so I'm going to throw to Will Hobbs to see what's happening at the Australian Open tennis.
The Australian Open update on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Stream every set live on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Will. Hello, Will Hobbs. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Max has disappeared. Will Hobbs has disappeared. I'm living my worst nightmare. I'm in sole charge of talkSPORT. Is Will Hobbs on the line? Okay, no sign of Will, so I'm hoping my guardian mucker Jamie Jackson will help me out with some chat about Manchester United. Jamie, are you on the line?
I am indeed, Barry. How are you doing, sir?
I'm having a nightmare, Jamie.